Bravo.
Send it.
We'll need 2 mics after the briefing for some equipment, but we'll be set afterwards.
All right, we got basically everybody here. So, Havoc 1, how's everybody doing? Awesome. All right, so today we're going to be basically going back to the basics a little bit. We're going to be working on communication. So what that means is I want you guys to really work on like affirming comms, like make sure you're copying them when I'm sending them down, and that goes for team leads as well. Make sure you're copying your squad leaders' comms. And then also on Platoon Net, I would like if you guys can try to start doing them in order. So if I send down just like a broad order, if 1-1 copy first, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4 in order, that just makes things a little bit easier, and I can keep track of who copied what. So if you guys can focus on that, that would also be extremely helpful. In addition, I also want to make sure everybody is doing like the proper radio call. So like Havoc 1, this is 1-2. So don't forget the this is part. That is extremely important, and we've been kind of slacking on that lately. What else? So we're also going to be doing fire and maneuvers. So I want you guys to get acclimated to not having the mini dagger and androids. I know for some that's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I know we can do it. We did it before. So I just need you guys to stick together, stay with your battle buddies, and communicate where you're going and what you're doing, and I think it'll be fine. And that's pretty much it. We're going to be starting off at a small little village at 029 051. And we're basically going to be doing a patrol. So we're going to start on the little village, walk on the road, head east, and then we're going to cut down through the wooded area and pretty much follow the lines I got laid out there. And so it's pretty much going to be basic run-of-the-mill fire and maneuver pretty much for the entire time. And that's just so we can get practice with communication and just coordination with all the squads. And that's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Okay. One last little quick thing is thanks to all the fill-ins, guys. You guys made it possible to have platoon training today, so appreciate it. And also, I've instructed all the squad leaders during their squad trainings this week to just talk with you guys in general about just overall unit stuff, unit health, stuff like that. So if you guys just get with them, talk with them about anything they can do or I can do to make sure you guys are having a good time, get with them and send that up so we can make sure you guys are having a good time. But otherwise, that's all I have. Sergeant Barton, did you have anything?
Negative, Sergeant Munson, thank you.
Can you go ahead and yell in, Sergeant?
My apologies. Negative, Sergeant, thank you.
Okay, all right. So Sergeant Barton will be rocking as 1-7 tonight. I'll be 1-6. And that's about it. Sergeant Tabor?
Thank you, Sergeant Munson. I was just curious, maybe this was relayed while I was off comms, but do we have an order of march for when we actually get boots on the ground?
Okay, yeah, I didn't assign that yet, but we'll, I believe 1-3, you have the DMR, so let's have 1-1 in front, 1-4, 1-3, and 1-2.
Copy. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other questions? Captain, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. Exo, anything from you?
Not at this time, Sergeant.
All right. Well, I have a poll ready to go back there. So if you guys still need a couple minutes to get everything squared away, go ahead and do it now. But then we'll be kicking off here in like 2 minutes. And we'll take the poll to the kickoff point.
All right. It's gonna be back at the fucking wall here.
You got a quick minute?
All right, Roger.
We're the tip of the spear, Sergeant Littleberry.
Yes.
Yep.
Sergeant Steele.
All right, so we're gonna be on point. That means when we take contact, we're gonna be setting up base of fire, and because this is platoon level stuff, so another squad will maneuver. So we're most likely gonna be in a squad column. So when the front team takes contact, just the rear team just push up on line on whatever side is best, and just lay down and create fucking support by fire, and we'll have another squad maneuver. Obviously, depending on if it's like super close, 50 meters and closer, then we'll just push through contact ourselves. But 100 meters beyond that, we'll get other squads to maneuver.
Question real quick, Sergeant.
Yeah, go.
Who currently, I actually don't actually know this, which is probably pretty terrible. Who is your 2IC?
That's Sergeant Ayanovich. He's Bravo. 3IC is Private Gerlich. That's Alpha.
Okay. Sorry.
And then it goes further from there. Team 2ICs are 4IC and 5IC and so on and so forth. Hopefully, it won't get to that.
It goes all the way to 10, I see, right, Sergeant?
Yes.
Just steal him, Charlie.
Then we fucked.
Sergeant, I have a little question.
Yep, send it.
Who's taking point? Is it Alpha or Bravo?
We'll see when we get there. We'll see how we sort of land, and we'll call it when we're on the ground there. Depending on what we know what direction we're moving. I'm expecting we'll do a short, like when we're on the road, we'll probably be in a what's it called, scattered column, and but then.
All right, have one. Go ahead and
we
take the
get
pole
to
out
the
in your
road,
marching
or
orders.
once we go off road, we'll transition
1-1,
to
take
a
us out.
squad column. One copies. All right, move to the pole, lock and load,
And lock and load, obviously.
go through.
And start moving to the pole.
4 copies.
I'll the pole over to the southwest. Call out when you're on the other side. Don't forget to reload your pistols.
Roger.
Get security towards the north.
Ferguson is already through.
I'll use rocks.
East and south.
1-1, Bravo's all here, over.
Roger, bro.
Be advised, we are on the north and the east flank.
1-1, this is Alpha. Alpha's all the way through. We're on the, just holding short of the MSR facing north.
Roger. One, this is 1-1 over.
Send for 1, over.
Be advised, 1-1 is all here. We have security set up to the north.
Up on this berm, just past the house.
Solid copy, over.
1-1 out.
1, this is 1-3.
1-3, this is 1-7, some traffic.
We are boots on the ground, just trying to find a fucking void here to fill. We're probably gonna take security to the east.
Follow me east with 1-3.
Good copy, over.
1-3 is pushing
1, this is
to
1-4.
our
1-4
east
is on the
side.
ground. We're holding down towards the south.
We'll let you know what the
Solid
other
copy, 1-4, over.
1 for out.
Bravo copy.
Alpha copies.
1-1, this is 1-6.
for 1-1.
Alright, go ahead and get set up on the road to your north, and then prepare to take the platoon out to the east, over.
1 copies, scattered column now.
Affirm.
1 copies. Alright, 1-1, get set up on the road, push a little bit east to give the other squad some space. We'll be in a scattered column while we're on the road.
Bravo's us, come back to the road.
Alright, we're not pushing out yet.
1-1, this is 1-4. Inform me when you guys get all on the road here, and then 1-4 will pick up movement.
1 copies.
Alpha copies. Alpha on your ass.
We're holding here.
Say again.
Alright, fix this fucking information. We're in a scattered column supposed to be.
That's rather nice of them, actually.
Alpha, we're pushing up a little bit more so we can get some distance.
Alpha copies.
Alright, everybody get prepared to move. We're gonna be stepping off here in less than a mic, so get your guys fucking ready to go along the road.
Alpha, we holding
1-4,
here.
this is 1-1.
Send for 1-4.
Be advised, we're set to go here on the road, so set up behind us over.
Bravo copies.
1-4 copies moving.
Moving towards the
Bravo,
road,
just hold
but don't.
position.
1-4, this is 1-3.
Oh, you want? I
Get
got
set
you.
near.
Go for
Once
1-4.
you get the order to line up,
If you could notify me when you guys are on the road and moving, just that'd be appreciated.
1-4 copies. We'll go.
Bravo's got a man down due to technical issues.
1-1, my guy's seen mountain gun. 101 from our pause. 500 meters. Room building, 500 meters. 101.
Bravo's moving in, copy.
All right, go ahead and take us out 1-1.
Go, Bravo.
One was Oscar Mike. Alright, Bravo, take us out.
1-3, this is 1-4. We are all on the road.
Copy, 1-3.
It's facing towards us, guys.
Give me the bearing and the range again.
101, 500 meters.
One, this is 1-1 over.
Send it for Havoc 1.
Be advised, my guys are visible on a mounted gun, bearing 101, 500 meters over. It's looking straight down the road here. We can't push out. Over.
It's in a room building.
Okay, roger that. Then take us off the fucking road. Break. Take us north into the fucking tree line.
Bravo, take us on the north side of the road into the fucking tree line, and we're gonna start pushing east through there. One copies.
Roger that, moving north, northeast.
Yeah, roger. We're moving into these fucking woods. Don't follow the road. Once we get into the trees, we're gonna start moving east.
Good copy.
Alright, Bravo, you're on point. Alpha, you're in the rear. This is 1-1. We're taking shots from bearing 105.
Fucking east, tree line bearing 090.
This is 1-1, sir.
1-2 is going to push north out into this field, try to get better eyes out.
Copy, 1-2, be advised. 1-3's pressing east on the berm, hugging, parallel to the road. See if we can set up a base of fire there.
Negative. Get fucking get to the southern tree line. We're trying to get eyes out on this the shooter from the southeast.
1, this is 1-4, be advised. We are pushing to the hillside here, stacking up with 1-1 and 1-3, just getting our MGs
Good
out.
copy, moving down to the road.
Not all the way to the road. Stay in the tree line. Get eyes out southeast.
Copy.
Alpha, do the same.
Copies.
One three's got contact on a burned out structure to our east bearing 095. Stand by for grid.
Right, the contact is down the road to our southeast. It's behind the fucking trees, so I can't see anything.
All elements be advised. Marker 1049 indicates enemy position.
One more copy is also your marker. Alright, heads up. Red 4 marker 1049er is the position of the shooter to our southeast. This is 1-1. We don't have an angle down that road, so we're just gonna be covering the east. Over.
Probably copies.
Yeah, that's further down that
You
road,
didn't transmit.
I didn't?
No.
Alright, let's go ahead and fucking pivot north. 1-3, go ahead and break contact, and we're gonna just maneuver north.
Roger, be advised. 1-3's down with 1 casualty. Once he's up, we'll notify and start moving.
Roger.
1-2 copies, pivoting north.
1 casualty at this time. They're going to pick up and move north, bound past us. 1-1 is currently on our position.
1-3 is gonna pick up and move north.
Alright, 1-1. Alpha, you're gonna be on point. We're gonna be pushing east to that dirt road. Let me know when you get to the, or Will's gonna be stopping on the dirt road, and we're gonna hook in south from there and maneuver on this.
Half copies, moving time now.
We're moving time now, guys. Into collapse on.
One, this is 1-1 over.
Moving direct east.
Send it for 1-6.
Advised, I'm pushing east to that dirt road and secure a crossing for the platoon across the road to the south.
Alright, roger that. Our objective right now is just to break all contact and continue moving as a platoon at this point.
All copies.
1-2 is continuing eastern movement.
1-3 copies.
That's friendlies. That's friendlies, fire.
Half copies.
Alright, this is 1-3. We're completely across the MSR and continuing pressing north along the dirt road.
Alright, Alpha, once you get to the dirt
One,
road
this is
there,
1-4, be advised, about a squad size element at the aforementioned marker previously noted by 1-3.
Alpha copy, you're gonna stop short of the road, fucking stay in the tree line and wait for further orders.
Yep, hold security to the east. Alpha gets south security. We're gonna wait for the platoon out here.
Alpha copy, gaining south security.
Bravo copy.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Crossing.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
Be advised, I'm gonna get my guys pressing east off the northern side of platoon of the platoon HQ. We're gonna try to get parallel with you further down to the east. Over.
1-1 copies. We are currently at the four-way intersection. We have security to the east and south towards the red from road.
Roger. We're gonna be covering your northern side in about 3 miles here.
Copies.
1, this is 1-4, we're engaging foot
Back
levels.
1-1, be advised.
Coming out of the
1-4
tree
is
line
coming up
toward the
behind
marker.
us.
We got contact. 1-5
Roger that,
squad.
1-4, copy 1.
Fire team size element engaging.
1-2, we're gonna put.
Roger.
1-2, we're gonna
Yes,
push
that's
east a little bit, try to get a blanket behind them.
This is 1-1. We are engaging a fire team sized element infantry to our 152 across the road in the tree zone.
Copy 1-1 over. Alpha, this is Bravo. We have nothing with my AR.
Right across the road, fucking 150.
1-1, 1-4, set base of fire, break. 1-2, 1-3.
We're holding base of fire here. 1-4 is on our right side.
1049.
1-3 copies. We're gonna try to get off of the eastern side of 1-1 and push
4
south.
is on
from
our
there,
right
over.
side. Base of fire.
1-1 copies. We have base of fire.
1-4 copy, setting a base of fire.
1-1, this is Alpha, be advised. Fire
1-2,
team
this is
size element looks
1-7.
like
You telling my comms
seems to be
over?
neutralized to our southeast, about 300 meters.
1-2 copy.
Roger, good shit. Continue holding base of fire. I'll let you know what the other squads are doing.
Copy, 1-2 is on my position.
1-4 is still to our west on the same tree line. 1-3 is currently moving
Lee, let's head back.
to our north.
Thank you.
They're moving towards the east and they're going to be maneuvering.
Yeah, so I'm not really used to it.
Alright,
Well, if you don't want
pause
to
here.
run it, that's fine.
Don't go in that
No,
opening.
it's fine. Go for it.
1-2 Alpha, interrogative. We got an open field to the south. Do we still need to cross this?
Alright.
1, this is 1-4, all quiet on the western front. Over.
Negative.
Solid
there's
copy,
no
1-4
free cover.
over.
We just have an open field to get to
On this,
the-
1-4 out.
1-1, same traffic. I think the infantry appears to be neutralized. Scratch that.
Southeast again, same
1-1, this is 1-3.
Roger.
Yeah, we're past.
I say we just
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
Be advised, we're gonna be passing you on your fucking left-hand side here. We're gonna get up to that next tree line just past the concrete cylinders.
Copies. Alpha Bravo, be advised. 1-3 is going to be on our digs here. They're going to be passing us and they're going to be trying to cross onto the south side here. So just watch your fire.
Rock copies.
Continue with light suppressing fire into that tree line when you see 1-3 crossing. Otherwise, we have 240s fucking shit up here.
Rock copies.
Alpha copies, continuing light suppression.
1-1, this is 1-4, be advised, once you guys start crossing the road, I have a section attached to you, they're gonna be moving with you.
Copies.
1-4 out.
Go for 1-2.
What's the
149, over.
We were holding at the road. We're going to start moving across. Do you want us to move into this tree line, or are we moving out in the open?
Your discretion. You're collaborating with 1-3 to get it done, over.
1-2, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-2.
We're in position just to the southeast of 1-1's current pause while they have base of fire. Break. I'm gonna get my guys pushing across this opening between the two tree lines if you guys can maintain the base of fire. Over.
Alpha, I still see some thermals in the tree line, deeper in the woods, so I'm not sure if they're dead already, but just keep your eyes
1-3, copy all.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Alright, it's gonna be a stalemate in a couple of minutes. Somebody doesn't fucking move. Disregard, I see 1-3 fucking pushing across with the yellow smoke. Time now. 1-3, 1-2.
Yeah, 1-3 is already across. I'm not sure what the 1-2 status is
The
at this time.
contacts in that tree line have been dealt with at this time. You still continuing your movement?
Yeah, from we just crossed the opening. We're walking up on corpses right now, clearing it out.
Bravo, what's your location?
1-1, send it for Havoc 1.
What is the status of the other squad moving across to Sport 130?
Not sure yet. Break. 1-2 is 1-6.
Yep.
Go for 1-2. You need to break contact and start moving now. 1-3 is down there by themselves, and you're supposed to be there with them. Hey, farm moving time now.
1-2 starting their maneuvers now. They're going to be going over to Sport 1-3.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
Apologies if we temporarily cut off your line of sight. We're now adjusting to the southeast so we don't make the base of fire ineffective.
Roger, one copy, so you're good.
Be advised, 1-3 is in contact with the fire team size element to our south by southwest.
Alright, roger that, 1-3. Go ahead and cease movement. We're going to need to do a change of plan. We're going to need 1-4 to take up the line with you and set up a new base of fire and have 1-2 maneuver.
Roger, we got contacts within 15 meters. Do you want us to just hold or press up on them?
Go ahead and hold. It sounds like you're dealing with quite a bit down there.
Alright, heads up. 1-3 is in close contact. They have contacts 50 meters in front of them. 1-4 is going to be pushing up there. They're going to hold the base of fire. Then 1-3, 1-1 will push and maneuver on this contact.
Alpha copies. I got a fucking straight lane where we can get fucking fire maneuver. Piece of cake right now if we want to move now.
1-4 copies moving on it.
Roger, standby. 1-4 still moving. Make sure we have somebody looking out to the east across this fucking field. Oh, Bravo, you're doing a good job.
Alpha's also doing it as well. We can't look south anymore. We got friendlies over there.
1, this is 1-4. Be advised, we're crossing the road 10 now.
1-1, do you want us to push
Roger
north
that,
a little
1-4.
bit
Try to double time it up
where
1-3's position so they can get back up.
Negative, you're good there.
1-4 copies, double time.
Be advised, 1-4 is pushing across to the south time now. We're moving next.
1-4, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-4.
Be advised, the entirety of my SWAT is held in a line just to the east, about 50 meters of marker 1049 break. All contacts that we're currently engaged with are to our direct west and then around that structure where the marker indicates.
1-4 copies. You're held up to the east of the marker, about 50 meters. You want us to basically get online with you to the west.
Alright, heads up. All contacts 1-3 is engaging right now are at that red full marker to the south by the road.
Alpha copies. Red for marker. Contact.
Prepare to move. We're gonna basically take the same route as 1-3, and we're gonna push southeast to those trees and then cross the open field there from there.
Alpha copies. Do you want to do a fucking beeline for, or do you want to go
just set
from
up
the
to our
fucking tree
northwest,
line and then
we can
south?
try to get line on these guys.
1-4 copies. We're not crossing the road. We're getting set up on the road.
Alright, 1-1 start pushing southeast time now. We'll deconflict from 1-2's. 1-2's moving
1-3
over.
is 1-4. Be advised, we are commandeering the broken house.
Roger, be advised, we're pushing past you to the southwest.
Alpha copies.
Just clear out that area.
1-1, this is Alpha. Do you want us to push across this fucking open field, or you want to spot smoke? What do you want to do?
Alpha hold security. Bravo will push past and cross, and then yeah, LD cross.
Alpha copies. Full security.
All stations, this net, POSX, POSX.
We're POSX at this time. 1-1 copies.
1-4 copies.
170, you got a
this is
rally
Alpha.
spot.
Yeah, firm, we're gonna do it around the broken building, so you're around.
Alright, continue moving south. We're gonna be convening at the broken building at the red corner. Make sure you're all make safe to your weapons.
Well, this is 1-2. 1-2 is all here.
1-3 present.
Roger.
1-4 all here.
1 was all here.
Roger. Roger.
We're being in, sir. All right, I think we got pretty much everybody. All right, so how did it go?
I think it went pretty well, Sergeant.
Sergeant, I think it went kind of slow.
Kind of slow? Okay, anybody have any ideas of why it went slow?
Sergeant, because the maneuver element didn't move fast enough, or maybe they moved the wrong direction.
Pretty much. Yeah, roger that. So, so what happened there from my perspective was there was a bit of a breakdown. So initially, our initial kickoff in that engagement was good. We took contact from around this position at our start point. We adjusted, we moved north. That went really well. You guys communicated very effectively through that whole process, which I'm very proud of you guys for. But then what happened is as we were trying to peel east, basically, and not get into a prolonged engagement up there, our maneuver element, which at that point was 1-2 and 1-3, 1-3 started maneuvering, and 1-2 kind of just sat there with the rest of the kind of base fire element that was peeling as well. And so they ended up just kind of sticking there when we got back into contact again. So you guys need to, you know, have a little bit more, or be a little bit more proactive and have a little bit more initiative. And you need to work with 1-3 kind of hand in hand in those types of situations and, you know, complete that objective. So if you're the maneuver element, you need to be moving. You need to be maneuvering. If you're that element, that's your sole job at that point, is to maneuver and get into the enemy's face, basically, from a flank. So 1-2, it's Corporal Mitchell tonight. What was going on from your perspective, I guess?
I was actually waiting for 1-3 to get across and set out, get set up
Sergeant.
over there.
Let's make sure we're addressing by rank, Corporal Mitchell.
Oh, apologies. Mike must have cut out. Thank you again, Sergeant. Was waiting for 1-3 to get across that position and get set up on the other side. Then I was going to start my maneuver once they were set.
Roger. So that's normally okay, but you weren't right next to them. You were still you were basically the rearmost element when they were doing that, and they were the frontmost element at that point. So you see the problem there? So if you wanted to wait and coordinate that with them, that would have been fine if you were right next to them on the other side of the road from them, but you were all the way in the rear. So by the time they got there, you had to maneuver all the way from the rear of the line to way in the front of the line. And if you saw what I did on the Android, basically they ended up pushing out several hundred meters without any backup, at which point we had to change the plan and have 1-4 pick up and basically set up a new base of fire with 1-3 and 1-4 as the base of fire. And then we had to make you and 1-1 the new maneuver element to accommodate what happened. So you see how that kind of just jumbled everything up?
Solid copy, Sergeant. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to call you out because by no means,
worries.
I mean, you're not a normal squad leader or anything, so I understand, but we're here to learn and get better. So just take more initiative, fucking work with them, be a little bit more aggressive. Normally, I don't want to say that to people because we used to have a pretty bad problem with people being too aggressive, but in this case, you gotta push through a little harder. Sergeant Tabor?
Thank you, Sergeant. I just want to apologize to Corporal Mitchell as well as the collectively 1-2 for not putting my foot on the brake and slowing the tempo down and taking time to actually coordinate and find a solution to get us pushed up online together while we were maneuvering on that contact. That's my fault that they were out of position because I was lacking in communication to get them involved. Thank you, Sergeant.
Yeah, thank you, Sergeant Tabor. Yeah, so that goes for everybody, team leaders, squad leaders, anybody. If you see something that's wrong or something isn't being, like if they were staying there when they were supposed to be maneuvering, speak up. So 1-3 could go, hey, 1-2, this is 1-3. I need you up on my position now before we can begin maneuvers. So don't just let a fuck up happen, okay? Try to stop it before it gets too bad and fix it if you're able to. So just pipe up on the comms and fix it. Everybody needs to be more vocal and more proactive in doing stuff like that. But sorry for the fucking crazy cat in the background. Anyway, other than that, though, everybody did a hell of a job communicating, just except for those small little bit of failures there. And I think we'll clean those up here in the next few engagements. So does anybody have any other questions or comments before we resume?
If I may, Sergeant Wilson.
Yeah, Sergeant Barr, go ahead.
Don't forget, this is a platoon. We have sister squads. So in this situation, in this type of training environment, there will be 2 squads setting base of fire and 2 squads that are maneuvering typically. So I know that we drill a lot at the squad level on fire teams setting base of fire and maneuvering together. In this situation, make sure that you're monitoring your comms. And if you're on the maneuver element, then you need to coordinate with your sister squad in that maneuver element to make sure that you can get it done together. This is a larger scale. You have to think of the battlefield on a larger picture. That's all I had, Sergeant. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Sergeant Barton. So everybody's got a battle buddy. Every squad has a sister squad, or that's basically their battle buddy. So you need to stay within a reasonable distance so that way you can support each other. And right there, 1-3 had no support virtually. They crested this next tree line that we're basically in now, or at the edge of now, and then they were gone. There's no way anybody was supporting them when they breached the edge of that tree line. So they needed to have a buddy there with them to watch their back. All right. Did anybody else have anything that I missed?
Negative, sir.
All right. Exo or Captain, do you have anything?
Negative.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. So let's fucking lock and load again, and we're gonna continue on. We're gonna head out. Let's see here. Yeah, south first at a bearing of like 165, and then we're gonna cut it like 115.
Copy. Same order, Sergeant.
Yeah, affirm. Let's do the same marching order.
Prepare to move. We'll be on point again.
Take your gun off. Take your
All right, we're bringing up the rear again. You
on our approach fast.
165.
Rock copies, you want us to move up a little bit?
Yeah, push to the south side under these trees and just get ready to move. Alpha, you're gonna be on point.
Alpha copies on point. Come in front of you, Tim now.
1-4, this 1-3.
Center for 1-4.
Shit's kind of dense over here. Just let me know when you kick out.
Affirm.
What the freaking hell?
I just realized we had that.
This is 1-1. We're ready to move.
we're not.
Solid copy, 1-1.
Alright, Alpha holder.
Alpha copies holding.
Annie, let's move up a little bit more, like 10 meters to the...
Mike, I'm pushing about like 50 meters further up.
Mike copies.
Well, the fight's either going to be over.
1-1, this is 1-4, ready when you are.
Or the basic fire team's going to get...
1-1 copies, just waiting on the word.
1-2, 1-3, this is 1-7, advise when you're ready to step off, over.
1-3, step off, you might need to...
1-3's ready to move.
For about 10 Sierra, just to get some spacing.
1-2 copies, ready to roll.
Copy. Yeah, 1-4 is right up.
Solid copy, Havoc 1, let's get moving.
1-1 is just coming out. Alright, Alpha, go ahead and take us out. Bearing 170.
Alpha copies, moving time now.
Browse Oscar Mike 100.
What's the direction, Alpha?
1-3, this is 1-4, we're Oscar Mike.
Copy, taking Mike 1-4.
1-1, this is Alpha, we're gonna start pushing east. Time now, and we're like southeast.
Roger. Bravo, make sure that I fix that formation behind there. This is 1-1, we are making our turn southeast.
Copy that, fixing.
1-3, Oscar Mike.
One two is Oscar Mike.
1-3, this is 1-4, we're slowing it down to a walk to get some more spacing here.
Copy, 1-3, slowing down to a walk.
1-2 slowing down to a walk.
1-3, 1-2, we're picking it back up.
On the left. On the left.
Copy, we'll give you like 10 Sierra, then we'll pick it back up.
1-4 copies. This is 1-4, be advised, I'm down to 1 MG.
Break, this is 1-1, we are engaging close contact from our northeast, 50 meters. Set up base of fire.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1. Set up base of fire here.
We're breaking off the top and pushing direct east, time now.
1-1 copies, we have base of fire.
Bravo's engaging up the ridge line, can't see further.
Roger, hold base of fire, 1-3 is pushing in from our
We're gonna
left.
fall in behind you, maneuver with you.
Copy, 1-2.
1-1.
1-1. 1-1 there, fucking
1-1, this is
50 meters
1-4,
in
pushing
front of
online
us.
with you.
Push up to bridge.
Negative. Keep passing.
1-2, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-2.
We got eyes on EKIA just to the direct east of 1-1's position. Break. We're set up at a 2-story structure at the top of the hill.
Roger.
We're going to continue pushing directly
was our,
southeast past
flag.
1-1 over.
Roger, bro.
A firm, we're gonna fall in behind. We're gonna fall in behind you then.
Hey, firm.
Fucking northeast.
Alright, Alpha Bravo, push to that next ridge to the northeast. Bearing 040.
Alright, good fuck work so far, guys. That was great. Keep it up.
1-2, this is 1-3. Be advised, we got opposition to our direct east down the dirt road. They're going to be in and around destroyed structures.
Bravo, hold your pass.
Push
You're
to our
about
north
to
just
walk
before
ahead
the
of
decalage
1-3.
to get a flank on.
Roger, holding at the ridge line.
1-2, we're working on pushing to the north time now.
Copy, we'll maintain base of fire here, break. 1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
Be advised, at this time I have to set base of fire for 1-2. I am unable to lend aid to those contacts in the east.
Roger, advised, we have contacts literally 10 meters in front of us on the fucking downslope here. Hold the base of fire as well.
Good copy.
Everyone good?
Logging.
1-1 just took a fucking name.
We're getting hit by, looks like 30s or something like that from them to the east, southeast.
Alpha, make sure that southeast flank is secure.
East, northeast.
Say again, what was that call out? 1-4.
30s are underslung.
1-1, this is Alpha, we're securing this
Oh,
eastern
copy,
flank.
Roger.
1-2, this is 1-3.
Last we have 1-4. Elements of 1-4 at our
Those
post.
contacts are in and around those buildings just off our fucking nose, about 30 meters.
Is Bravo able to move fucking south a little bit? We're bunched up.
1-2
Yeah,
copies.
if you
We're
need
trying
to.
to get eyes on. We're not seeing anything from this pause right now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just patching up some fucking loops here.
Mike, this is fucking Alpha. If you get fucking pay management, I'm Jenkins.
1-3, 1-2.
Please, please.
My copies.
Hey, push up a little bit. You can have this mark.
Send traffic 1-2.
Alright, 1-2 is maneuvering on our
1-2, be
north
advised,
side.
we're holding HE on that fucking building. Can you press on that and clear it out? We have great eyes
Less
on
than
the
1-4, I think our base of fire.
Hey, firm, just getting ready to call you about that. Move in.
Pass. Bravo, go ahead and pull back a little
Roger,
bit
once
further
you
to
take
your
that building,
southeast.
1-3 is going to push up on the southern side of the road, clear the next building
Just
down.
spread your formation. Spread your formation. You don't have to pull everyone down here.
Copy.
Roger that, we're bunched up with different squads, so we're moving up to you.
Roger. Alpha, how far can you see to the fucking east?
1-3, 1-2. We're pushing into
I
these
can
buildings
see about
now.
200 meters. Be advised, there's defilade about another 100 meters. That's about it.
Roger.
Southern flank. Helping 1-1.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. Roger.
1-2, this 1-6.
I'm gonna assume you need help.
Go for 1-2.
Make sure you're doing a proper call out. So,
More shots,
this is 1-2.
somewhere.
Yeah, northeast. We can push over to the next ridge line if we can see him. We can't see him from here.
Roger, stand by. This is 1-1. We can't engage these shooters from our northeast, from our pass. We're gonna have to push forward by about 100 meters.
1-3. We're taking contacts from that tree line out to the east of 1-2's pause.
Alright, Alpha, push out. Bravo, go ahead and follow us.
Copy that 1-1. Go ahead and become a maneuver element on that. Break. Have fucking 1-2 break contact and swoop in behind you guys.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
We got a little depression here that we
staying
can
online
take
with you
to
on
the
your
south
right.
to get online with you. Where are those contacts at, according to you?
Sounds like they're just about 100 meters, 50 meters to our fucking northeast.
Copy, be advised, contacts down.
From a skirmish line. Oh, contacts fucking east southeast. This is 1-1. We have further contacts east southeast, 150 meters.
Copy that 1-1. Then you're going to need to hold base and let 1-2 and 1-3 help you out.
We're base of fire again. Copies, we have base of fire.
1-2, 1-7 over.
Go for 1-2.
Alright, good fucking line, guys. Keep this fucking line going.
Get ready to move up on 1-1 to the pause.
Copy. Do it with a quick miss over. 1-7 out.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
Be advised, we're going to push south of you. We got some minor defilade that we can use to work up onto some high ground and possibly get eyes on that.
1-1 copies. We got the east covered for you.
Alpha, we pushed up down a little bit in front of you.
Bravo pushed up. Are we moving?
Alright, be advised, 1-3 and 1-4 are pushing behind us to our south. They're going to be
1-2 is
maneuvering
going
from the
towards 1-1
south, so
pause
Bravo,
right now.
don't push any further east.
Good copy, 1-2. Good copy, 1-3 is pushing on our south.
Roger, I'll keep it out.
Yeah, I think 1-2 missed the mark again on that.
Alpha, make sure you have a body team covering the northeast as well. We are now the northernmost element.
Alpha copy is most northern element. Watching northeast.
Oh, copy. So they're peeling behind us.
Bro's checking.
I think we're just peeling.
I just got my last. 1-2 is
Interrogative.
still out to the north
Send
by
it
the
over.
road, so we're in the middle now.
We got a vehicle sitting back here. We toss an incendiary on it.
Just peeling south of the entire.
Wait, 1 over.
Be advised that.
1-2, this is 1-7. Be advised, continue moving over.
1-2 copies.
Havoc 1, this is 1-3. Be advised, we have broke sight lines with that contact. We are now pushing east-northeast time now.
1-3 has started their eastern maneuver. Bravo, they're about 50 meters to your south, behind defilade over.
Bro's tracking. 1-3 is 50 meters to our south.
This is 1-4. Can I get
1-6, do you want us to maneuver with 1-3 instead?
Bravo, this is 1 Mike. 1-4, solid copy. You guys need any pain management?
Roger.
We'll have you stay where
Mike,
you're at.
negative. We are good. Over.
Roger.
What was that name?
Corporal O'Connor.
You called for me.
So I copy 17.
All right, 1-3 hold pause. We're going to go ahead and get back into formation. 1-3 will take points with 1-4, 1-1, and then
We are
1-2.
regrouping with the platoon. We are going to be third in line this time. 1-3 is going to be point, then 1-4, then us, then 1-2.
Then we're going to fall back into formation.
So once we're all in position, we'll have 1-3 take us out at a bearing of 115.
Say again,
southeast.
platoon order.
1-3, 1-4, 1-1, 1-2. 1-1 copies.
Copy. 1-2 copies.
Alpha copy, so we're the
1-3
last
copies.
most?
1-4 copies. 1-4 will follow behind 1-3.
We're second to last.
Second last.
I was there right
Yeah,
last one.
guys, don't be afraid to fucking help him out.
I'm trying.
Don't.
Alright, 1-4 is passing our pause. Bravo, you're going to be on point for us. I'll give the movement order. This 1-1,
Copy.
we're
Can
ready
you
to
give
move.
me a approximate bearing?
Yeah, Roger, I'll let you know.
Do the best you can, Hook.
Bravo, 1-3 is going to be to your 1-2-5.
Tracking 1-3 to my 1-2-5.
This is 1-3. One of my guys is reporting Vic audio, unknown direction.
1-2 has audible on a Vic.
Solid
unknown
copy.
direction,
Radio
unknown
back when you've got more
description.
information. Over.
No information.
1-3 will call. 1-3's ready to move.
I can push you between the teams here.
Roger that, 1-3. Just waiting for 1-4 to get in position with you, and then we'll start our movements.
Copy. Do you, I'm gonna have my guys just kick out at a walking pace while everyone kind of files in, because I don't want to gum up the works over here too bad.
Yeah, A-front, that's a good idea.
1-4's here. 1-3, Oscar Mike.
Yep, and okay, let me get myself on the script. It's baby crying in the background from what I can tell.
Bravo, movement is going to be roughly 100 from your pause.
Copy that. Just tell us to move.
Alright, start moving in that direction, Tom. Stop behind 1-4 if they're still holding.
Copy that.
Holding for send down to your guys too, real quick, just to hold tight. All right.
1-3 is 1-6.
Send it 1-6.
Go ahead and take it up to
We
a
got
fucking dog if you haven't
in
already.
front of us holding. We are holding too.
Roger.
1-3 copy.
Spread out a little bit.
1-6 out.
Alright, 1-3 started movement. 1-4 is about to start. So Bravo, just give them some space and then head out on your discretion.
Roger, I'll call it out.
Hey,
1-4 is moving time now. I'll give it 10 shares.
yeah, drop it to a walk if need be so we can spread this back out a little bit.
Y'all are in front of us. Y'all are in front of the next.
Come on, Oscar Mike.
So team 2 needs to come back this way. Or y'all are here now. Never mind.
Yep, we're all here.
1-1 is Oscar Mike.
Link it back up with you.
Solid copy. 1-1 over.
1-3's got eyes on a patrol crossing to our front. The 50 meters.
1-3 is in contact, 50 meters in front. Bravo, start pushing south.
200 meters.
Southwest. Direction south.
Copy all.
1-3, this is 1-1. Be advised, I'm pushing south. I'm gonna make a southern flanking maneuver.
Roger, 1-1, be advised, we have eyes on high ground that's parallel to those contacts. Break everything off to our northeast of the shit show. You'll just be inflated.
I see fire moving out southeast from my pause.
Yeah, Roger.
I'm still pushing south.
1-2, this is 1-7 interrogative.
Go for 1-2. Alpha, this Bravo.
It looks like you're lagging behind there. What's your status over?
Then you can be on my left side.
Looking out of the way to try to flank around here. It's like we're gonna slide out to the east a little bit.
Bravo, you're just past the friendly lines. Push about. Alright, make your turn to fucking north-northeast or east-northeast.
Disregard. 041046, I'll copy over.
Shift east northeast time now.
Be advised, we have danger close contacts 50 meters beyond the yellow smokes to your southeast east.
One more copies.
Alpha, we shifted it east northeast.
Alpha copy, second.
This is 1-1. We are sweeping through. Prepare to shift fire.
1-4 copies.
Danger close contacts in front.
Roger. Form a line. Hold for Alpha. Hold for Alpha. Alpha, get up on our south side. Get online.
Run Alpha.
Okay, Bravo, use your fucking cracks. Like I have a man down for Bravo. I go. Lee, push back, Lee. But you're online, push through, use frags.
Alright, keep your comms up, guys. Silent. Bravo 2, I see stepping up.
This 1-1, we're still pushing through this area. We're encountering moderate to heavy resistance.
Roger, 1-1. Be advised, those contacts are pouring over hill 3-2, just to your north. You should be walking up on it within 50 meters.
1 copies. Right, Alpha, Bravo, we have a red form marker 1128. We're pushing to that and clearing it out.
Set for 1 over.
One, just a quick update on our position. Be advised, we are holding base of fire. We're getting pretty banged up, but we do have an effective field of fire going up the hill 3-2.
Roger, we got 1 wounded and 1 unconscious. Working
Solid
on
copy, 1-3.
Out. We can't move right now.
Roger, is the mic on your pass?
1-4, this is 7 over.
Roger.
Go from
Mike, just for your information, I'm moving
Yeah,
with
if
Alpha.
you could expedite your movement to support 1-1 at this time. We'll have 1-2 link up with 1-3 over.
1-4 copies. We are just moving towards 1-1.
Good copy,
1 force pushing in to support us.
Stop at this fucking ridge line here, guys. Copy that. Stop and holding up. Stay on this fucking southern side or get.
This is 1-1. We are at red form marker 1128. Appears to be clear at this time. I'm gonna continue pushing to the bend on the dirt road to my northeast. Alpha.
Alright, roger that. Then just
Alpha, continue pushing to the bend on the dirt road to your northeast.
1-1, this is 1-3. East, 150 meters coming directly at us.
Roger. This 1-1. We have further infantry pushing in from the direct east, 150 meters.
1 over. Travelers for 1-1. 1-1, be advised, I got my guys pressing directly east. We're going to be on the northern side of the hill. Trying to get online with you.
Roger, be advised, we have further infantry contact pushing in from the direct east, 100 meters.
Roger, is there any room to maneuver on
Bravo? 1-3, be advised, there's a big ass open field on my southeast here. I recommend northern maneuver.
1-1 south, we've got like 1 2 squads.
Roger, we're pressing up on your northern side.
I'm falling back.
Roger. 1-3 is maneuvering on our north side, so hold base of fire.
This is 1-2 on 110, be advised.
You still stop, 40 mic.
Between 1-1 and 1-3.
I got a fucking stop, break.
Bravo, say again.
I got
This is 1-4, be advised. I have reports from BTRC loaded out, getting more information time now.
165.
Good copy, let me know when you can.
Give me the range again.
We'll go out.
600 deep.
Don't fucking say the R word.
There's also a fucking infantry toward the left of it.
Yeah, moving.
This is 1-1. Be advised, we have eyes on a BTR. Red form marker 1130, 600 meters to our south.
One, my guy just told 1-4
Solid.
gunner for that
Roger.
BTR.
Roger.
1-1, was that marker at 1130 for the BTR?
1-1 south, be advised. We have
A
one
firm,
guy
1130.
down, 1-4's Mike dealing with him behind us.
1-3, copy, out.
Alright, Alpha, push further online with the friendlies who are to our east here.
BTR is catastrophic.
Roger.
Negative.
We have one direct hit. We're taking another follow-up.
Solid copy 1-4. Over.
Alright, 1-1 pickup. We're gonna be pushing east with 1-3. 1-3 is 1-1 over.
Go for 1-3. Pushing east.
Be advised, I'm pushing east to support you.
Oh, yeah, Roger, be advised, everything looks kind of clear out here. I got my guys setting up a cordon on the opening at grid reference 046046 as well as the opening at 045045. Over.
Roger, 1-1 up.
Bravo, this is Alpha. We're gonna push past
we're still maneuvering on that armor piece. That BTR is engaging my previously shot at AT team. We have one shot on it, looking for another one.
Do you want to push past this? Alpha's at half strength. Push across from us.
Roger that. We are pushing past each other now.
Alright, Bravo, push to my pause, and we're gonna hold here. Actually, yeah, push to my pause, we're gonna continue movement from here.
Copy that, pushing up to your pause.
1-4, if we want to engage that without possibly being shot at, we're gonna have to move more to the southeast, since it has a beat on us.
Solid copy 1-4. Use your discretion. Let us know if you need support.
Push past me.
1-4 copies. We're
bearing
1-1-0.
Move
or
1-1-0.
squad push out to the southeast here.
Copy, pushing 1-1-0.
1-4, this is 1-3.
Send it.
Matter of fact, as that traffic was sent, that was en route to pathfind in and around these dirt roads to see if we can get a good angle for you.
I think they hit it. They're unknown if it's actually disabled at this time. We'll
So we're just gonna see if we can redirect.
Good copy, 1-4.
I'm following 1-3. They are to our southeast.
Roger.
Shifting 1-2-5.
All assets 1-1-0. Be advised, BTR mark updated to 1133 south.
All copies.
All right, if it's that far south, let's go ahead
I
and
have
try
friendlies
to
up front
engage it
holding.
at the edge of the next tree line to our south, and then we're going to
They
break
updated
west
the BTR marker to
into the next set of tree cover.
1-1-3-3.
Roger, are we moving past
1-3 copies,
friendlies?
we're continuing south and around these ASRs.
Follow 1-3.
Yeah, A-firm, so we'll just get in a standard movement order.
1-3 is gonna start their turn south.
1-4 copies.
We're gonna let 1-4 pass actually, so Bravo hold. 1-4 this 1-1.
Roger, we are shifting south,
Go for
southwest.
1-4. Go for
Advised, I'm gonna let you pass and get behind 1-3. I'm gonna follow you in.
1-4 copies.
Go ahead.
Alright, Bravo, if you have eyes on 1-4's guys, let him pass, give him some space and push out after them.
Copy that.
Push southwest. Yeah, push southwest.
Copy that, push to southwest.
1-3, this is 1-2. We're gonna set up on your western side. We're moving south now.
Is that
Just gonna stay on the western side of the
across the
fucking tree
road? Is
line.
that 1-4?
Copy, 1-3's got contact off to our northeast.
1-4 is near south, Bravo.
Bravo, we can keep moving. We got
1-3, say again your direction of contact.
300 meters.
That was
Be advised,
northeast.
this contact's coming from the east
We have
northeast.
base of fire here.
All copies.
No direct bearing, no composition yet.
Alpha, start pushing east, southeast from your pause. Bravo, follow us in. You have to backtrack north of 1-3. We're gonna be maneuvering on these fucking contacts.
Good copy, 1-4 over.
1-4
Copy that, pushing back to you.
1-3, this is 1-2. We're gonna be on your northern flank, moving direct east, so we should be trying to flank into basically right in the fucking face of these guys.
Roger, 1-2, be advised, that contact lifted and shifted off of us onto 1-4.
Contact east.
South.
BTR is catastrophic.
Copy, good copy. Appreciate that 1-4.
Actually, disregard. 1-2 is on my pause. I'm gonna push to you.
Be advised, one of my teams reported that the BTR is cat at the
Alpha, what's your status?
Alpha's still fucking green. We're on that red brick building trying to hold security as best we can.
Alright, roger. 1-2 is pushing on our north side, correction, northeast side, so just place the fire.
1-2, this is 1-3.
Second, where you sending from 1-2?
Hey, firm, 1-3
Alpha,
for 1-2.
we're cleaning the fucking red brick building 2-story.
Roger. I thought that was clear.
What's the intensity of fire you're getting from the opposite
green mark on it. Negative, I don't know, put that back to
This is 1-2. I'm currently a little bit north of 1-1, and it's fairly heavy. Seems like it's maybe about a squad or two. Over.
I'm taking fire from the fucking south somewhere.
The squad says Elma refocus on us, so it kind of impeded our movement.
Oh shit.
1-2, this is 1-1 over.
Copy that 1-3. This is 1-2. Send traffic.
Be advised, I'm taking fire from my southeast. I'm also clearing this fucking building on my pause. If you could maneuver from my north side, that would be great.
This is 1-2. Say again. How do you maneuver from your north? We're already to your southeast this time.
Alpha copies, if we don't got good eyes either, we're gonna push along this defilade to the east if we're gonna see any eyes. I got friendly push on my southeast below.
1-2, looks like we're approximately in the same fucking position here.
I got friendlies up front east.
Radio traffic, break, 1-1, correction, Havoc 1-3, be advised you have 1 times squad at marker 1-138 to your direct east, 100 meters.
I'm on friendlies to the southeast in tree line.
1-2, this is 1-6.
Alpha, what's your status with that building?
Are you
the building is
taking on
clear,
the
fucking
middle here, or are you going to be
I got guys in it trying to get fucking eyes out.
This is 1-2. We're already in the middle, so we're pushing east.
Roger.
Stay in the middle.
The building is clear. Start pushing east into the tree line, or east southeast. We gotta push it to
the north then, northeast.
Bravo, push direct east from your pause.
1-1, this is 1-2.
Say again, 1-1 for 1-1. Push direct east from your pause.
1-2. We're staying in the fucking middle here since we had already pushed through the middle. I'm a little behind my 2 fire teams. You guys are gonna have to be the maneuver element to the north.
1-1 copies. We are currently pushing east at this time. Over.
Roger that. 1-2 out.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
Be advised, we had a lapse in the enemy's rate of fire, so we're pressing on marker 1138. We're pretty much on it now.
1-1 copies.
Is 1-4. We're pushing up behind you as soon as we can.
Alpha, give it a quick short hold. Let Bravo catch up.
Alpha copies.
Bravo, switch to Alpha's north side, their left side. You're gonna be bunched up with 1-2 where you are now.
Copy that, shifting north of Alpha.
Alright, good job guys, you're doing good.
Disregard, last shot heard, that was an ND.
Roger.
Got a big ass open field to my southeast and east.
We're roughly on line with 1-3. We're to their fucking north here.
Are you in pain, Gurlock?
Oh, I'm never in pain. Yes, I'm in pain.
Like I'm gonna be between the fire teams.
This is 1-3, we're on green, holding to the east.
Alpha, continue pushing.
Roger. Since that contact's pretty much cleared out, let's get set back up. Break.
Disregard, we're gonna get set back up on the route.
Let's have 1-2 take point out to the southwest. We're going to cut across the 2 ASRs at a bearing of 245 and get in that next set of tree lines. Break. And then we'll have 1-4, 1-3, and 1-1.
1-1 copies. We're gonna be at the rear this time,
so 1-2, go ahead and start taking us out. 2-4-6.
1-2 copies, moving
Alright, so marching order will be 1-2, 1-4, 1-3, 1-1.
1-3 in the rear, 1-6.
I'll have you be third.
Copy, 1-3.
Power tracking, last in order.
Alright, so Alpha Bravo, push to my position and we're preparing to move here.
Roger, we're moving back to you.
So we're going to try to cross at around marker 2-5 and 2-3.
Alpha copies pushing back to
on the
you at
terrain
this time.
there,
Also, I
across
believe
that
you're
ASR.
last in the platoon column, correct?
Hey, firm.
Roger. One was up. Are you still moving south, or where are you moving?
Looks like the platoon is moving west to the back to get back to the route. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Alright, set up around here.
Alright, Alpha, Bravo, continue
1-2,
pushing
this is
west
1-7 on
until we
1-0.
get back to the black line on indicating the route.
Be advised, as you transition west, make sure that you
copies.
are
Move back
using
to the
deflate over.
original.
1-2 copies over.
One, this is 1-4.
Center for Havoc 1.
Be advised, I'm down to 1,000 rounds of 7.62 across all MGs.
Yeah, roger that.
1-2, this is 1-7 on 1-0 over.
Alright,
This is 1-2, Center Havoc.
get to my pass, Alpha, you're gonna be on
Be
point,
advised,
so
it's
form
just
up on my
due
south
west.
side
We're
and
gonna be
wait
to
for
the west
movement order.
side of the second ASR to your west. How copy?
1-2 copies, break.
All copies. Staying
Interrogative, we're at the edge of the tree line now where this line is marked. It goes straight through an open field. Do you want us to go follow the ASR instead?
Divert from the route, push west past the ASR to your west. Over.
Full screen.
1-1, this is Alpha. Where do you got on the western side of the road? Because the route takes us on the western side. We're waiting fucking for movement orders.
Roger.
This is 1-2. We're going to start moving straight west now. A couple of my guys had eyes on 300 meters out southwest. Some of the fucking dismounts from the old BTR.
Stand by. Alright, looks like this is what we're doing. Reference your fucking daggers. The platoon is going to be moving west along that tree line until they cross that dirt road to our far west, and then they're going to be pushing south from there along the tree line towards Red 41144.
Roger checking.
Contact south.
This is 1-2. I'm hearing shots out to my direct west. Sounds like my fire team.
Bravo, Correction Alpha, start moving south.
Still copy 1-2.
Yeah, roger that. Set base of fire. 1-1, you're the closest. You might as well support them as base of fire. Break.
1-1, what's that fucking red 4 marker?
1-4, 1-3, start maneuvering to the west. Over.
One more copies. Alright, Alpha, we're gonna be base of fire together with this squad that's down to our south, so push up online with friendlies when you see them,
send your traffic in for 1-4.
set up base of fire along with them.
Coordinate with 1-3, become a maneuver element to the west. Over.
1-3's up and moving to the west. Copy.
Havoc 1, be advised, is 1-7, seeing enemy patrol in the woods.
Alright, Alpha, contact southwest in the far tree line. This is 1-1, we're pinned down by BTR from our southwest in the far tree line across the open field. Over.
Get down, get down, get down.
This is 1-2. I can maneuver west and south on it.
You're gonna get shot, get down.
1-4's working on that BTR.
1-1, confirmation did not BTR. It's a fucking mounted heavy machine gun behind fucking sandbags to southwest.
Roger, 1-4 zone it.
Nice shot.
I think 1-4 engage it.
Break, there's a fucking easy voice.
Nice shot.
Left of it. 50 meters to the left of
We'll
it.
relay.
Yeah, that BTR should be
This is 1-2.
catastrophic.
We're set up on the ASR now. We're holding for the other squads. We can push. We can push south.
Continue cover across the field to the southwest.
Solid copy, 1-2, be advised, possible enemy infantry to your south. Over.
Roger, alright.
Hey, firm, what we can do is push a little bit more west in that tree line, make some room for another squad.
Bravo, make sure your team is together.
Follow the ASR.
Fucking three guys.
1-2, this is 1-3. We're in tow with that movement. Cops kind of slow. We had one guy get clipped in the leg.
Roger that. We'll shift now. Make room for you guys. Just follow the ASR in on the western side.
Roger, we're moving.
Alright, the maneuvering element is going to be moving south along
guys.
the
So we're gonna peel out
ASR
of this
to our west.
contact and keep moving west, and then we're gonna cut south once we cross the ASR.
Bravo copies.
One copies.
Bravo, let me know if you guys
1-2
need any
copies. We'll
management.
just start moving south on the ASR now then.
1-3 copies.
Copy that, Mike. We are green.
Say what? Oh yeah, I'm good.
I believe it might just be crew.
Alright, the platoon is going to peel away from this contact. We're going to be going west and then south. We're going to follow the other squad. So, Bravo, take us out.
Popped up the center of that, to the left of the tree.
You want us to take us out right now?
Behind friendlies here.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Yeah, they're out to our due west, so they'll be pushing through there.
Bro, we have one guy like separated by like 100 meters.
1-2, this is 1-3.
I understand. I'm trying to get back.
We guys are crossing the first LDA time now.
Cover that. 1-2 just got
up
across. Cutting south
Yeah,
now,
do
follow the
that.
tree line.
Alpha, we're pushing west time now, so go ahead and collapse from that tree line if you haven't already.
This is 1-2, close contact to our southwest.
We're collapsing. Actually, we see. Disregard.
Roger, 1-2. I'm gonna have my guys push even further west to kind of screen off that side for you.
We're not gonna fucking follow you. Got contacts out here in the middle of the open, the southwest, where that BTR was.
Roger. Negative. I'm gonna need you to fucking peel back from that. The rest of the platoon's moving. We can't stay behind here.
1-1, we are pushing west as well.
Roger.
Havoc 1. This is 1-4-2, I say.
Alpha copy, fucking ready for that.
Roger that 1-4.
This is 1-4 back to comms.
Mike, I'm about 20 meters behind you. Just continue.
Alright, 1-2 sounds like they're heavy contact, so they need another base fire element to help them out. Start talking, guys.
1-2, this is 1-3.
1-1, we cross the road.
We are set and beginning our flank directly south from our pause, just off to your western
Friendlies in
western
front of us,
side.
are they holding or they keep moving?
Copy that. Let me know when you come back.
1-3 is gonna push down to 1-2 to help support them in with base of fire. We're gonna be maneuvering element here.
Roger, bearing from our pause.
This 1-6.
Go for 1-1.
You gotta double time at west-southwest and get with 1-3 on the maneuver over.
Understood. 1 was Oscar Mike.
1-2, this is 1-3.
This is 1-2 set
Be advised, we're cutting here. Time now, we're targeting the tree line on the south. We're gonna just
Bravo, push roughly 200 from your pause to 1-3.
Roger, we got friendlies up front as well.
That's gonna be 1-3.
Oscar Mike 200.
This is 1-2.
Go for 1-4.
This is 1-2. Be advised. Have your guys fucking shift fire direct south. 1-3 is moving to that tree line now.
Still pushing up 200.
Bravo, push direct south to the tree line.
Alright, 180 direct to the tree line and hold there. Alright, holding at the tree line.
Roger.
1-1, this is 1-2.
Go for 1-1. Go for 1-1.
Alpha, we holding here.
Alpha copy,
this is 1-2. 1-1, if you can move a little bit west for me, we're gonna shift in between you guys. 1-3 and 1-2. 1-1.
Wilco. Alpha, push west along this tree line. We gotta make space for 1-2.
Get any good cover here at all.
Alpha copy.
west, Martinez.
Moving.
One, this is 1-4, be advised, we are at 750 rounds left on 762.
Solid copy, 1-4. Do we have friendlies up to our southeast?
Southeast, no. East, yes, along this tree line.
Yeah, we got a really
Roger.
downhill slope to that lake. That exposes us. We don't see
1-4 is 1-3. Careful stepping on each other's humps. Go ahead and continue traffic, over.
Set it for 1-4.
Cover across the open into the tree line.
1-4, just trying to slow down your rate of fire. We'll work on a possible resupply soon. Break. Make sure we're not getting crossfire, guys. We're flanking. We need to be doing like an L shape. Make sure we're not getting in front of the base fire element.
1-3 copy.
Yeah, just try.
1, this is
1-2 copy.
1-3.
This is 1-1 over.
Set it for Havoc 1.
Be advised, we have a good way to cross to the south on my pause. There's a lot of defilade here.
Okay, roger that. Take the platoon out that way and start a maneuver over there.
1-1 copies. We are Oscar Mike. Alright, Alpha, take us down south behind this defilade. We're pushing south into the park tree line.
1-3 is maintaining base at fire at our pause. We'll bring up the rear once the entire element
now. Do you want to start pushing towards the shots?
Okay, firm. Once you get to the far tree line, form a skirmish line to the east and start pushing for it.
You have 1-4 with you.
1-4. Roger. Be advised, we have section 1-4.
Do you want us to start pushing south to that tree line?
Yeah, A-firm, work with 1-1, push west-southwest, and move across there over.
Crouch tracking 1-4 is with us.
1-1, this is 1-4, be advised, I have a section attached to you at this time. They're pushing across the road, you should notice them.
Some eyes on them. Tango Mike 1-4.
Wolf route.
Yeah, fucking
1-4 is Charlie. We're headed out, bearing 132, right above road.
Push east to get down up this shallower section.
Roger.
Alpha 1-4 section is going to be on your north side.
I got you.
1-1, this is 1-7 over.
Double tap control.
Go for 1-1.
Bravo, cross.
Yeah, hold. Find a good foothold there. Hold position. Wait for the platoon to catch up, over.
1-1 copies. Alright, Bravo, find a good place to cover with eyes to the east and then hold your pause. We're going to wait for the rest of the platoon.
Second,
Keep that pacing.
fucking, where do you want me to cover?
Covering east. This is 1-1 bearing danger close contact on our direct east.
1-2 is moving on that contact now.
1-1,
Okay, firm, I'm good. Bravo, just get on the skirmish line with Alpha. To the east.
Fire to our east and southeast if you guys want to flank around from the south.
Copy, pushing south.
Copies.
Alpha on your right.
I'm watching south.
Alright, 1-2 has space of fire. Alpha Bravo, push to the south. We're gonna flank around from the right.
1-2 and 1-1, this is 1-3, be advised.
Copy that,
I
1
am
point south.
got friendlies in my line of fire, break. I'm utilizing defilade off to the southeast to get up in the tree line. We're going to push on that contact, over.
1-1 copies.
1-2 copies. We got pretty good eyes across that field you're about to move through too, so we can kind of cover you.
Roger, take a mic.
1, this is Miami coming, working on 1 from Alpha.
Alright, start pushing east.
Shifting east.
Actually, no, hold your pause, just cover east. Bravo, hold your pause there, make sure the south is clear. Alpha, continue covering east. 1-3 is maneuvering from the north, they're gonna be crossing us soon here.
Squad size element to our east. Break.
I have a nice defilade here over the door.
090, 250 meters.
Roger, light them up.
Squad size element.
Light them up if you can. This is 1-1. We have a squad sized element infantry 250 meters direct east. We are currently engaging, over.
1-2 copies. 1-3, if you just keep moving south, you can come right on top of them.
There we go, good shit, guys.
You're moving fucking right to left, bearing 080, 250 meters.
Roger, continue engaging. I'm gonna let you know when 1-3 cross, and you're gonna have to shift fire. Over.
Copy that.
1-2 copies. We're moving southeast now to fill the gap.
Alright, good work, 1-2. Keep up the coordination, guys.
This is how many megs you got?
1-2, this is 1-3.
This is 1-2, send traffic.
Advise, we are maintaining base of fire on that close contact. If you guys could press up on our southeast, it'd be much appreciated.
Bro, I got 1 man on comms. I got my second.
We'll go.
Stepping up. Correction, third. We guys stepping up.
Right, Alpha, I have about 7 mags.
Yes, I'm at 1 mag.
Roger. Come to me and grab some from my backpack. Send it for 1-1.
Roger.
This is 1-2. Do you guys still have contact directly to your east?
Mike this, bro.
That's an A firm. We're still engaging some contact
Have
for
you used
east.
some pain management?
Copy that. I'm going to set up one of my teams looking south into that opening then. 1-3, I'm going to have my other team set up east with you guys.
We're just to your northeast.
Sagan for 1-3, 1-2.
Yeah, Roger, I'm tracking your pause. Grab whatever you need there.
This is 1-2. Be advised, I'm going to have one fire team helping you guys out to our direct south.
Mike,
1-3, I'm going to have my other fire team helping you guys out to the east.
Bravo, give me a ace report.
1-3, copy all.
Stand by for air support from Bravo.
1-1, this is 1-7 on 110 over.
Go for 1-1.
Interactive, what's your status over?
Be advised, we're currently holding the eastern sector. We lost eyes on enemies, no longer engaging. We are running reddish on 556 at the moment though.
So I'm red on HEDP and HE.
Solid copy, 1-1, over.
Okay, I was just about to tell you, got 2 valves plus a partial in my back. Okay. Thank you.
Alright, let's resume movement again. Let's have fucking 1-2 take a point.
1-1, this Bravo. Ace follows.
To the south. Right?
Red on the H.
Then we're gonna have 1-4, 1-3, and 1-1. And then I'll resupply 1-1 as you get to my position.
Order.
Alright, stand by for movement. Platoon's continuing movement.
1-3 copies all.
1-2 copies all.
1-1 copies. Can you say again the marching order?
Confirm, it's gonna be 1-2, 1-4, 1-3, 1-1.
1-1 copies. We're gonna be at the rear of the marching order again.
Roger that. Be advised, Bravo got 1 minute of comms.
Roger. Alpha, push to your east-northeast until you see friendlies, and then hold roughly
we're
hill
gonna
47.
cut south, and then we're gonna, after we hit that,
Bravo, follow us in over there.
grid break. 046, 034.
Copy,
We're gonna
I'm
fucking
leading
cut
my
northeast
1 Bell
and,
Buddy team here.
head up that way.
Rest of us pushing up.
Roger.
One, 2 copies. We're ready to move over.
Hey, 1-1.
Yo.
You need some 556?
My Alpha team does. They're pushing to hill 47 at the moment to our east.
Roger that. I'll link up with them. Let them know I'm coming.
Roger. Alpha, this is 1-1. Be advised, 1-7 is pushing to your pass to give you some more mags. Or
Alpha copies. Tell them run a fucking bridge to his east.
yeah, Roger.
1, this is 1-4, be advised, just updating ammo count, 600 rounds, 762.
Roger that. Alright, quick change of plans. I want 1-2 to take us out to marker 1201 to our
again, did I
east, roughly
correctly-
bearing
someone is
103.
deceased?
Negative.
1-2 copies. You want us to move straight there? We're not following the route.
Yep.
Copy that. We're ready to move. You want us to go now?
Yeah, firm.
1-2's moving.
Alright, change of plans. We're not following the route. We're pushing to LUFO marker 1201 to our east, 800 meters. So just follow friendlies. Alpha, you're gonna be on point.
I'm gonna need you to restate that again. Sorry, 1-7 was in my ear.
Just follow friendlies to your east. We're not following the route. We're pushing east to blue for marker 1201, 800 meters to your east.
I forgot for you. Follow friendlies to the east.
Alright, we follow. Bravo, okay? Yeah, I think, yeah, Bravo.
They're gonna be following this tree line, so yeah.
Sorry, guys.
This is 1-1 over.
Send for 1 over.
Be advised, I have one man off, currently off comms in my previous position. He's battle buddies with. I'll disregard. They're moving now. Alright, Alpha, take us out.
Alpha copies, rear for hold team. I don't want to be close to fuck the squad in front of me.
Roger.
Copy.
Alright, rest of the Bravo's moving out with you.
I'm tracking.
Is that house cleared by anyway? Sorry.
Hey, 1-1, are we last?
Yeah, we are.
Copy. Time information, guys. We're in the last. Yeah, I'm down slope a little bit here so I got.
Alright, 1-3 East. Oscar Mike.
Kinda hard to do that with 2 of us.
Good copy, 1-3 over.
1-1 is Oscar Mike.
Oh yeah, they just, yeah.
Mike, you good?
Yep.
This is 1-4. Be advised, we're slowing it on a walk. We're crawling up on one's ass.
Alpha heads up. They're slowing down to a walk
Correction,
for
1-2
spacing up ahead. So just adjust your
Close enough,
speed
guys.
as.
Get out of my ass.
Try it. Fucking second time.
I mean, unless you want me there.
Alpha copies.
I mean, I do like it a little bit.
Walking northeast towards that house.
They're too slow for you, bro.
Fuck yeah, they are.
Hold here. Fucking rest of the platoon are going to.
Looks like 1-2 is on point. They're holding at the moment, so just wait for orders. Or you know, Alpha just move with the friendlies.
I'm moving at Grant. I need space in between the next squad in front of me.
1-1, is there a reason change of plans?
Negative.
We're just cutting the corner, Bravo.
1-3 is 1-4. We're slowing it down again.
Roger.
Copy that.
Alright, everyone, we're having a resupply brought in to that previous marker at 1201.
We are going to have a
1-2 is gonna
resupply
secure
coming in
that,
at
and then we're
blue
going
for
to resupply.
1201. So we're pushing to the marker for resupply. 1 more copies.
1-2 copies. 1-3 copies.
1-4 copies.
That was perfect. Let me just point out it was the first time it was perfect since we stepped off. Over.
Yeah, who at 1-7?
1-7 out.
This is 1-2. One of my fire teams is about to set up on that fucking resupply area. One of them's gonna set to the east in those buildings. The other one's gonna be to the west. Over.
Solid copy. 1-2. Good work.
Alright, heads up. 1-2 is setting up security around the resupply.
1-3 is going to take up responsibilities for the north of that LZ.
Copy, 1-2 sending up security.
Alpha, I'm tracking your guy there.
Copy that.
1-1, you say you're checking that?
Yeah, tracking that guy.
Yeah, have you guys seen any people tripping or falling or anything on this mission? Yeah. I was trying to be serious, Alpha.
Alright, Alpha, shift direct east from here.
Alpha's already shifting direct east.
Roger. 1-3 is taking the northern security, so we don't want to follow them all the way up there.
Alpha copies, where do you want us to set up?
Stand by. I guess stop to fucking see where all
One,
this
this is
was.
1-4, we're digging in.
Solid copy, 1-4.
Alright,
1-4 up.
alright, Alpha, push direct
assault
south
defensive positions, resupplies,
to the road,
inbound.
to the main road there.
Copy on you. Popping and we're moving south.
Alpha, we're picking up the west-southwest security.
Alpha copies.
This is 1-1, we're set up in south and west security position out.
Roger that. Alright, squad leaders on me at the red brick building real quick.
All copies. Right, Alpha Bravo, hang tight. I'm gonna go see 1-6 and I'll let you know what's going on.
Alpha copies. We're holding the trees tight.
So do Bravo.
Over there, except for us.
Yeah, I know, but I have to go to 1, which is one.
Oh, well, I'll go with you. Okay. I'm your battle buddy. I'm not leaving you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah, we're about on you.
So are you having fun in the sandbox?
Hello.
Hey, we got everybody?
Yeah, repack.
1-3 here.
1-1's here.
Alright,
So force here.
that last bit was really good. Good coordination on that. But I heard a couple guys breaking immersion and just being a little overly silly. So just lock it up a little bit. I know we're in platoon training, but we gotta be serious. So just talk to your guys a little bit and make sure they're trying to stay immersive.
Sergeant, was this because of my
Copy that.
cheat code comment?
No, that was hilarious. I think that was
No,
okay.
if anything,
you
it
have
would
a
be the
specific
silliness
person
on
for
Platoon.
Wow.
So we know.
Oh, okay. So that was fine because that was just indirect. It's fine. It's whatever. But just for everything else, just make sure
On
we're
the
locking it up
comms,
when we're,
yeah.
when we're in combat and shit, make sure we're locking it up and we're staying professional and everything.
We'll go, sir.
Do you have a specific?
Roger that.
So we can know if we need to be broad or specific with the person.
Let me double check. Hang on.
comms.
Someone brought up something, so hang on.
Is Dick? No.
Negative.
Copy, thank you.
Guys, just so you're not confused, squad leaders are meeting right now on 1-6. So I just told your position for them.
You want me to just stay here?
I just want to show off. Do you want to look at this?
Sergeant Tabor, can you have Captain come over here?
Look at this.
Who?
Yeah, I like look what it looks like.
Captain Drumhound.
Like that.
Roger.
Can you put camouflage on that?
Bravo. Send Captain Drumheller over to my position to the.
Bravo, this is Mike. How's your CLS as you used it?
Take a look
Send it.
Stand by, Mike. I'll ask.
You guys, looks like resupply is closer to marker 1210 at this time.
We all agree, Mike.
Okay, roger that.
Send it, Bravo.
Mike copies. Mike out.
Green smoke on it.
Tom is off comms 1 Mike. I'll send him over
Oh, nice. My fucking
Roger.
squad's already over there.
Drum 1 off comms.
Some would say it's
Bravo,
too
send him over a second. He's back up. He said 1 Mike.
You see what's? Can you
Okay,
see
well,
the magazine roll?
he said he saw a couple things. I don't know exactly what he saw. He just told me to talk about it. So,
Understood.
So for right now, I don't know.
There's
Maybe I'll have a
fuck
better
all
update at the end. But yeah, just watch for it.
So dumb.
Every other mission.
So it looks like it was.
It's ridiculous. Every other mission.
Oh, someone was talking about something on the forums or something. So.
Oh, okay.
Roger.
I'll beat someone's ass if I hear it. I didn't hear it though.
Let me know as soon as Drum is
Oh,
back.
wait, I know what he's
His
talking
presence
about.
requested
He's talking
the,
about
squad
the
leader, convention.
fucking quote thread thing. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, when
that
when
was
the,
me.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
me.
okay.
I said
I
that.
think we all fucking laughed about it.
We know who to yell at now.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
that was working for everybody. So, alright.
Southeast.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, put the green smoke.
Daddy's taking his belt off.
Yep.
Be able to grab it soon, I'm sure.
That was totally me. Just for clarification, this blue form marker 1201 is no good. Disregard is gone now. Thank you.
Just cleaned it up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, not a problem.
Not as much armor contact.
Alright, well, yeah.
Anything else, Russ?
This is 1 Romeo. Be advised, we got eyes on it.
Keep yours out. Alright, you guys are
Guess that's
good
enough.
to go? Roger.
Alright, Roger.
What's the resupply order?
Alright, Alpha Bravo, come back.
One, this is Alpha. What about the respawn?
I know why. I didn't change it.
They moved the marker. They have a more accurate marker now. Just reference your dagger.
Roger, are we gonna go for it soon?
Stand by. We're probably gonna do it one squad at a time. So let's see what happens here.
Alpha copies.
There you go, Lee.
Thank you.
Moment is Bravo.
Send it.
I'll send one of my guys, one of my bell buddies.
1-4 is moving towards the box.
Fucking Lee,
Solid copy, 1-4.
Go there to grab the stuff.
Yeah, Roger. Just hold your horses here. We'll figure out
This
the
is
order.
1-2. My guys were in those buildings right next to it, so they're moving to it right now as well. Over.
1-3's moving one team at a time just so we can maintain security on the northwest.
For resupply.
1 will do same as 1-3 over. Alright, Alpha, go ahead and push to the resupply and get your stuff, and then when you get back here, Bravo will take their turn. Also, Alpha, what's the story in your 4th guy? Is he able to get back in here?
Seems like I don't have any communication with him as he's not in my native fire team.
Roger.
He probably doesn't know about the flagpole.
Yeah, Roger. Also, reminder, everybody keep your immersion up and keep the fuckery to a minimum. It was discussed at the meeting over there.
Alpha copies.
Not saying anybody else did anything, but just, you know, as a general reminder.
Understood.
Does he mean we can't tell jokes?
No, you can tell jokes, just don't discuss anything, you know, not going on currently.
Alright guys, let's speed this along a little bit, so we can get going again.
Copies.
I'll let you guys.
Alpha, go ahead and, if you can, bring enough ammo for Bravo as well. We need to expedite this, so it's just gonna be you.
Alpha, this Bravo. We need 40s, and we need some 5 frags, and we need also some 5.56.
Alright, 1-2, I want you to get us back online on our movement. If you want to push north, east at a bearing of 025 and get us back on that marker, we'll have everybody falling behind you.
Alright, we're gonna be resuming movement along the routes here shortly.
1, this is 1-3 interrogative.
Roger. Also, Alpha, just 2 more AR bags.
Last calling station, send traffic.
1, this is 1-3. Did you want us to resume as 3rd in the order of movement? Over.
Alpha copy.
Yeah, firm, over.
1-3 copies, out.
We're still last in the order.
Roger.
1-2, did you copy my last?
This is 1-2, A-firm. I'll just make sure all my guys are set. Seems like we're ready to go, so when all the other squads are good, we're ready.
Roger, go ahead and start taking us out now, it looks like.
This is 1-2, copy. We're gonna move direct north from our position first and follow that tree line to the northeast. It's gonna be a little south of that route.
Bravo, start taking us up northwest to the route there.
This is 1-2, we're moving.
Bravo, just push direct north from your pause, from your, you know, other buddy team's pause.
Roger, be advised, we have a resupply, but we're pushing straight north from ton.
Yeah, Roger, Alpha has your stuff, so they'll give it to you when we get in position.
Roger, pushing up north.
Is that committing fuckery?
Was that an ND?
Havoc 1, what was that?
1-1 is checking up on a possible ND, over.
A firm and ND.
This is 1-1
Nothing
confirmed.
from 1-3.
This is 1-1 confirmed ND, over.
Roger that. Come on. 1-7 out.
Wow.
1-1, we're picking up movement north. Mike, could you use some bait management?
Lamanna, what squad are you with?
1-3.
Roger. Alright, get on my pause here. We're holding here.
Get up on me to my west. Here.
Alright, I'm here, AJ.
Yeah,
I seen ya.
just on the painkillers.
This is 1-2, be advised, we're across the MSR to your all's northeast at this time. Holding for a hot second for the other squads to get behind us.
Yep.
Good copy, 1-2 over.
We're gonna be moving west, or correction, east from here. Looks like the other squads moved in the other direction, so.
1-3's Oscar Mike.
Alright.
Good copy, 1-3 over.
Alright, let's pick up movement east. 1-1 is Oscar Mike.
Alright, stay in your rear.
Understand 1 over.
Alpha, we're pushing up with 1-1.
This is Alpha. Can we get a tech insert for PFC Grant? He tried the flexible but didn't work.
Roger. This is 1-1 over.
Send for 1 over.
Need requesting a technical reinforcement for Private Grant. The other method was not functional.
1-1, be advised, you in front of us.
Solid copy, 1-1, stand by.
1-1 out. Alright, Alpha, I sent it up. He should be coming in shortly.
Alpha copies.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
We're short halting, letting elements of 1-4 get to space before we continue moving.
Roger, we're trailing by like 100 meters or so, so we could use some time to catch up as well.
Copy.
1-2, continue movement.
Alright, April.
Bravo, push past me onto the other side of the road. And
1-4, this is 1-2, can you have you guys short halt just for a second for me?
Roger, you want us to hold
After
after the road?
now.
Say again?
You want me to hold after the road or keep pushing up?
Yeah, do what those guys up ahead do.
This should be pretty good now. 1-4 copies, moving. 1-2 out.
1-1, this is Alpha. Advise. Grant's back with us. Is he in his com 6?
Roger.
1-2, this 1-6.
This is 1-2, send traffic.
Alpha, we stopped at the road,
bearing of
facing northwest.
350 north.
1-2 copies, 350.
Alright.
1-6 out.
Platoon is beginning movement, so Bravo, take us south behind 1-3.
Copy, behind 1-3.
1-1, this is 1-3, we're Oscar Mike.
Alright, now movement.
1-1 is Oscar Mike as well.
1-3, behind 1-3, to the northeast.
Roger.
Bravo's Oscar Mike.
Moving. Good. You just had to play in the water, didn't you?
You okay, Perky?
Yeah.
Alright, we got contact up front.
This is 1-2, close contact to our northwest now.
1-2 is in close contact to the northwest, so just keep pushing up.
1-2, set base of fire.
1-2, this is 1-3.
This is 1-2, send it.
Be advised, 1-3 is pushing west-northwest towards
We're
the
the maneuvering
MSR.
element, just keep pushing up. Bravo, I'm gonna need you to maneuver at your discretion, probably on the right side.
1-2 copies, just follow that MSR up, you should be able to flank around. We're holding base fire here. Over.
1-3 copy.
Bang, 040. At the edge of the tree line.
1-2, this 1-4, be advised. 1-4 is moved up on you to get support by fire.
Alpha, we got some ditch here.
Copy that, just fill in with us.
Alright, be advised, 1-3 is pushing on the left side.
1-2, I got your Bravo rifle on you. Down.
This is 1-2, they flanked around to our east. It sounds like they're spread out on a line about 200 meters wide from west to east to our north
1-1
side.
Bravo, how far are the...
1-1 copies, I'm pushing on your right side. Over.
Copy that, 1-1.
Alright, Bravo, be advised, looks like the enemy is spread out on along the west to east axis. They're on a long line there, so keep your head on the swivel.
Roger, how far are the friendlies
1-2, this is 1-4, we're engaging those guys to the northeast here.
Friendlies approximately 100 meters to your direct west.
Copy that, are we good to shift west or keep pushing north?
Get up this slope, see if you can get eyes out. There's a red foot marker super close to our pass here.
Roger, shifting northwest.
This is 1-3.
This is 1-2, send it.
1-2, be advised, 1-3 has
friendlies direct northwest, so push further north.
I got one fire team peeling past further to the north, up on some high ground, so check your fire to your northwest. I copy.
1-2, copy. I've got my fire team's moving up, basically online with you guys now.
Be advised, the 1-3 is pushing on the far side of the platoon parallel with us, so you gotta be really careful about fucking crossfire. One 1-3, this is 1-1 over.
Go for 1-3.
Be advised, I'm pushing parallel with you on your far right, so we gotta be really careful about crossfire here.
Good shit, Smith. Find hard cover.
Roger, I'm going to instruct my guys to only focus fire to
be
the
advised,
north,
the Bravo has
northeast,
no visual
not
on
east.
any contacts here.
Roger, I'll do the same with my guys to the west or northwest. Alright, Alpha Bravo, be advised, do not fire to the direct west. 1-3 is in that direction, so focus your fire to the north and northeast and northwest.
Copy.
Alpha, go ahead and
1-1,
shift to your northwest. Stand it for 1-1.
You mean how's that area looking up there?
8 from northeast. We're sweeping through this area as we speak. It seems pretty clear at this time.
Okay, roger that. If you break, if you fucking clear through that just fine, 1-3 and 1-1, we'll go ahead and form back up with 1-1 on point, 1-3, 1-4, and then 1-2.
1-1 copies.
1-2 copy.
Bravo, correction, Alpha push heading 3-1-5. We're gonna be on point in the marching order.
1-1, this is 1-2.
Go for 1-1.
Alpha copies 3-1-5 will take us to an open field.
Did you guys end up having guys push off, like basically from to your all southwest?
Disregard.
Teams? Me and my guys said they got intermixed with a bunch of dudes, but we seem to be far away from you.
1-3 is in contact, fire team size element north.
Alpha, 1-3 is in contact, fire team size element north, we are maneuvering. 1-3, this 1-1, we're maneuvering on the fucking eastern flank over.
Copy 1-1.
Alpha copies, be advised we're engaging contacts toward north, approximately 355, 300 meters, and also 340, 330.
Alright, both teams set up base of fire here, and we're gonna have other squads maneuver. This is 1-1, we have contact to our direct north, we're setting base of fire here, we're maneuvering now.
1-1 Dagger, where the maneuver element?
Copy 1-1.
We're not anymore.
Support in your sector this time, over.
We could still possibly
Yeah, roger, let's do that. Make that happen. We got some deflate here. This is 1-1. I have deflate to maneuver from my current pause, so I'm gonna be pushing along the eastern flank here.
That was gonna cover you while you peel.
1-1, this is 1-7, solid copy on your last. Recommend you have a fire team set base of fire at 1 maneuver, over.
Doing that as we speak.
Good copy, 1-7 out.
There was still an RPG to the northwest.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to fucking get closer to it.
Down higher up there. I don't think there's any Indians here. There should be more northwest though. Paper 1-1's all good.
1-3, this is 1-2. I'm sending a fire team to support your position at this time.
Copy 1-2.
1-1, you're getting a little bit split from us to the northeast.
1 copies. Bravo, I see, Correction Alpha, I see body start direct west. Start,
1-1, I'm gonna fill the gap between yourself and the rest of the squads here.
Alpha
1-1
copies, BP, west northwest.
Be advised, we're gonna be pushing west by about 50 to 100 meters. We have some bodies there, just wanna make sure everybody's in.
Get on the skirmish line 2 minutes.
1-1, this is 1-3.
Go for 1-1.
I'm gonna get my guys on a line pressing north just to stay parallel with your movement.
Alpha, this is where we are getting on the skirmish line to your left side.
Alpha copies, southern side.
Alright, hold your movement to the west. Get up security to the north. Be advised, 1-3 is pushing up on our left side.
1-4, this is 1-2.
Alpha copies, holding movement facing west.
This is 1-2. One of your guys was looking for me. We're off to your west.
Hey, firm.
Actually, Alpha, keep moving.
Trying to navigate with you.
Yeah, keep pushing north.
Copy that. We're moving directly.
Alpha copies, pushing up to the fucking dirt road.
Take a mic.
1-2 up.
Following Alpha.
1-1, this is 1-2.
Go for 1-1.
Actually, interrogated for 1 instead. Are we getting back in the fucking platoon file, or are we gonna stay online like we are?
Yeah, affirmative. They're already.
Alpha, we're gonna pass you and cover the road to the west.
1-2, this is 1-7. Be advised, we'll continue our movement as a platoon column.
Bravo, Alpha copies.
Copy that. I'll have my guys
Alpha,
hold
continue
in if
movement
you want us to back
northwest
that file.
until you get to that route, and we're gonna be on point.
Bravo, you wanna stop or?
All stations be advised.
We are
1-3 is
keeping
gonna hold
the
their
movement
position
to
on
the
no marker
northwest.
3A.
Alright, okay, we'll fall on man you.
1 copies, 1-3. I'm gonna be pushing to your north side to take point.
Yeah, 1-1 just passed us.
1-3 copy.
Delta 1-0-0-1-0 maybe. Possible.
Alpha, what's your status over there?
Out of the ASR, we're gonna keep falling.
Alpha's Oscar Mike.
Can you say again the order of movement? Do you want us third or second?
Now it looks like we're gonna mingle with another squad because they don't
Last
get us spacing.
movement order was 1-1, 1-3,
Yeah, keep pushing. We're on
1-4,
point, so
1-2.
we're gonna keep pushing. Keeping pushing to the
1-3 copies,
northwest
Alpha.
until we deconflict. So the rest of the squad should be holding their position.
I have 1 that can be adjusted since we're
Yeah, they're
in
not
a different
holding it.
position now. We'll have 1-1, 1-4, 1-2, 1-3.
Bravo, hold your pause there.
1-2 copies last.
Bravo's holding.
1-3 copy.
Wait, what?
1-4 copies.
1-3, this is 1-2. Actually, we're behind you guys now if you want to take up third again.
Bravo, 1-1 holding up, 1 holding up.
Roger, yeah, we're moving out in front of you, peeling out to 12 o'clock.
Copy that, you guys are third now, we'll take a break.
Bravo, take us out north, follow the road, or the route, marked route.
Roger, crossing the road to the north.
This is 1-1, we are Oscar Mike, time now.
I know.
Solid copy.
So if you want to share, come up here. There.
Bravo's Oscar Mike.
1, this is 1-4. Is okay if we just keep following behind 1-1?
Crossing.
Hey, firm, just be fluid with it. So pick up whatever spot you are closest to. 1-4 copies. Continuing movement.
Charlie, I'm getting on the road to these guys as we cross.
1-3 short halted.
Freaking, I just had one. Yeah, I just when I thought it was a guy laying down, it was another one of those rocks.
Bravo, are you guys on this route? Are you able to make the turns as necessary?
A-firm shifting northeast now.
1-1 is shifting east. Time now.
Roger. 1-3, just go in past the road. We're gonna hold security on the road here.
Say again, was that for 1-3?
Hey, firm, we're gonna hold security. Let's just get everyone across the road here. Make sure no one's creeping up on us.
Roger. Yeah, I got one more
You
fire
want us
team
to
passing
danger cross?
the danger crossing, and then that's complete for 1-3.
Hey, firm. Set up a danger crossing here. We're gonna let the platoon pass. This is 1-1. We're setting up a danger crossing on this road for the platoon. Oh. Bravo, make it wide.
Solid copy, 1-1 over.
1-1 south, where do you want us?
1-4.
Alpha, push on to the far side of the road and hold security to the northeast.
Set it for 1-4.
You guys, we leapfrogged your position in the column. After the danger crossing, we just continued movement to the next one.
Copy, he's gonna hold security on the first
Hey,
one.
firm, we're now back in third.
Be advised,
looks like
1-1
crossed
danger
the road
cross is
down
set.
to the south.
Roger.
Copy.
Platoon HQ is crossing time now, or actually they held short. 1-3 is coming up on the crossing. We're coming. And then 1-4 after them. Then 1-2.
We're passing through this danger crossing, and this is actually the point section that's covering for us. So we're now on point.
Alright, nice fucking danger crossings, guys. I like it.
Up to the 060.
Absolutely, it was.
Can I confirm I push up?
Alright, so we're gonna be the rear element after the platoon crosses, so just be cognizant.
Yeah, I think.
Tracking.
1-2, this is 1-1. Alright, Havoc 1-4 is crossing time now. 1-2 will be coming in after them.
Alright, Havoc 1, find a path across there where we're the least exposed.
Send your last transmission to 1-1.
1-3's on it, we're surveying.
Roger.
Alright, Alpha 1-3 is looking for a way to cross the open terrain ahead of you there, so.
I think that's what they're...
1-3's got a small ditch here that parallels the tree line to the east. We're going to utilize that to get up to the Alpines to the southeast.
Alright, 1-3 found a ditch, so it looks like they're using the ditch to move across to the east.
This is 1-2, we just finished crossing that first ASR.
Alright, Bravo, stand by to collapse.
Break! I got a fucking GMG 010 fucking north.
Check.
Approximately 554 meters.
Roger. This is 1-1. Break. 1-1 has eyes on a GMG north 500 meters over.
North
Push
of
north,
them,
push
500
north.
meters.
Bravo, collapse from the road. Reconsolidate with Alpha.
Roger, we fucking shifting forward a little bit.
1-1, can we engage?
A-firm, engage.
Well, let's fucking start peeling east and get a flank on that. 1, this is 1-4, I have eyes on. GMG, bearing 005, 590 out.
1-4, you get a grid reference on that?
Yeah, wait 1.
You got him!
1-1, this is Alpha, the fucking GMG gunners down.
Roger. This is 1-1, GMG is down at this time.
Good shit, Alpha. Good eyes.
Roger, 1-3's kind of by themselves over there, so let's
Alpha, I have more thermals paying 004 in a tree line.
1-3's in close contact northeast.
1-3 is close contact to the east.
I need you guys to move to it.
1-4, this is 1-1.
Go for 1-4.
I have thermals in the far tree line, 600 meters to my north.
Copy.
1 out.
This is 1-2. We're gonna start moving to our southeast and get set up on your southern flank.
1-1, we're gonna be crossing cross this fucking open field to the other side.
On that white smoke at the top of the hill.
Copy that.
Two cops, we're gonna try to get there quick.
Yeah, begin movement now. There's push south, there's def lane on the south side.
Browse Oscar Mike.
Alpha's already Oscar Mike trying to find a fucking ditch.
1-2, this is 1-1. I'm crossing this open area in front of me here.
As soon as you hit the field,
1-2 copies.
1-1, this is Alpha. I told fucking 1-7 make sure no one mounts that GMG. You just might want to reiterate that so that can fuck us all up right now.
1-4, this is 1-7 on 1-1-0, over.
Looks like 1-3 has a couple casualties.
1-4, this is 1-7, be advised, there's an individual trying to rearm that GMG to the north.
Alright, Alpha, as soon as you fucking get to the trees, get eyes on the GMG, they're trying to remount it.
Be advised, he is behind the rock on the right side of that ASR.
A firm, they're trying to remount it.
1-3 is in contact.
We don't have eyes on it anymore.
100 meters.
Alright, 1-4 is on it, so just keep pushing east.
1-2 is 1-6.
Alright, Alpha, you're online with 1-3. 1-3 is to your north. Get eyes on these enemies.
The lineup here.
Hey, front, this is 1-2. Both my teams are
Alright, 1-3 has casualties. Make sure you support them.
Alright, it's all good.
Here, I'll get him.
1-3, this is 1-1.
1-1 that pop smoke with this fucking open area. No one did.
Roger. 1-3 is 1-1.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Let me know what 1-3 actual is.
1-1, this is 1-3. Wait, 1.
Roger, 1-3, be advised. I'm pushing east from your current location.
100 meters northeastern side of the fucking ASR. Squad is
Solid
element.
copy.
Roger, push, set up a base of fire.
2IC stepping off.
Right, the platoon is dealing with casualties, so we're not gonna push. So set up a base of fire, Bravo get online, and we'll deal with this.
1-2, we're pulling up to help out 1-3. It looks like we're all 3 in the clusterfuck. We need to split up a little bit.
This is 1-1. We have further contact bearing 010, roughly 150 meters on the along the fucking dirt road there. Mike, Alpha and Sergeant Bravo, cross behind 1-4, cross the road behind 1-4, get on the eastern side where the pushing up. For 1-1.
Peeling to
We're
the right
basically
of you.
intel on that movement to the east around the opening.
Roger, we are currently crossing. We just crossed on your north side. We're pushing on the east side of this fucking road.
Roger, we're gonna move down more towards the east, basically hugging the tree line just to give you some space and possibly a different avenue.
One I'm following it. I'm following you guys.
Right, Bravo, 1-3 is going to be on your right side, so set up online with Alpha and set up the
Make contact with the fire team here.
Roger, 1-3, we're engaged with that team time now. Alpha, is there a way to move up in tree cover on your left side?
Negative. Well, a little bit, not that much.
Roger, so we'll be basic fire. 1-3, this is 1-1 over.
Go for 1-3.
Be advised, we don't have opportunity to maneuver from my side, so we'll set up base of fire for you.
Roger, we'll make it work.
Alright, Bravo, hold your movement. Set up base of fire for 1-3.
HE shell going out on GMG location. Squad 5 element moving on that.
A little very slowly.
Solid copy.
I just fixed it.
Alright.
Rocket out.
Alright, Bravo, be advised. 1-3 is currently moving up on your right side. 1-2 is behind you.
1-1, this is 1-2.
Copy that.
1-2, are you guys able to move to your north? Looks like we've got more contact basically your all's north.
Roger, I'll make it happen. Alright, Alpha Bravo, we're gonna have to push to our northeast, so I need you to bound by fire teams across this fucking area, so start your movement.
Alpha copies, can we just peel behind Bravo and keep them peeling to the northeast?
Yeah, well, Alpha, fuck me, just
1-1, this is
right.
1-3.
Negative 1-2's already going that way, so we need to push our lane. Say again for 1-1. Say again for 1-1.
Device, we're slowly but surely taking ground away from the contact here to the northeast.
Roger, be advised, I'm starting to bound my way northeast. I'm attempting to get online with you.
Yeah, there was one man down there bearing.
Copy 1.
Like 100 meters out.
Alpha, what's the situation on your bounding here?
1-1, there's like guys fucking everywhere.
Roger, just do your best. Move up to Bravo and use the fucking deathblade over here. We're all fucking clusterfuck with 1-2 at the time. Now 1-3 is on their own to the northeast. We need to go support them.
1-6 and 1 Romeo are down.
Break, Havoc 1, this is 1-7, be advised, danger close, infantry to the north, 1-6 is down this time.
Fort Mike is currently working on 1-1.
1-4 copies, we're already over there, time now, section plus myself and Mike. 1-3 copies, we're unable to move, we're pretty sewn up, fuckers here on the northeast.
1-3 is 1-1 over.
Go for 1-3.
Be advised, I am pushing up behind you on your lane and I'm gonna fold out on your left side over.
I got a fire team maneuvering on the east, just to the right of me along a ditch, and I got one holding base of fire.
1-1 copies. Alpha, we're on 1-3 sticks here. Push further to the northwest.
1-1, 1-3, this is 1-7, be advised, taking additional enemy contact to the northeast at this time.
We have a field of death over here.
Remember, there's friendlies
Copies.
somewhere over.
Who was that last calling?
They're on our position.
Watch your left, Sergeant Middlebury.
Alright.
Contact left.
Bravo.
Roger.
Last
Alpha, orient fucking northwest. We have contact left.
1-7, calling contact on my position.
Roger that.
One 3 is 1.
Can anyone push over to support Platoon's spot?
A-firm 1-2's moving that way. On Platoon's spot as well.
Copy. Go for 1-3, 1-1.
Just disregard. Alpha, what do you see?
Alpha's engaging contacts to the northwest.
Roger.
1 is 1-2, we're coming
Right, so
from
be
3.
advised, Platoon is down to our fucking west-southwest bearing 250. They're taking contact on the north.
And basically hold defensive at the edge of this next tree line to our north.
Platoon is to our 250. They're taking contact from their north, so pretty much directly from our direct west.
Roger, you want to keep pushing?
Yes, push west. This is 1-1 over.
Set for 1 over.
Be advised, I'm pushing direct west from my current position to sweep through the area that was engaging you.
Solid copy, 1-1. HQ elements lifting fire over.
Bravo's crossing the road,
Copy,
moving 320.
Roger.
1-4, this is 1-3.
Sign it for 1-4.
I got a stray puppy to your south, about 100 meters or so.
Okay, it was 1-4 is on our pause to our west, so orient north, Alpha.
Until we link up.
Alpha's already on it.
Roger, good shit, guys.
1-4 relay to my section. I will relay from my section next to 1-2's position to see if we can get that guy.
I do.
Yeah, A-firm, I got one of your guys with me.
Yeah, just keep him with you until we meet up. Copy.
We're the northernmost element now. 1-3 is super far to our fucking southeastern. 1-3 is 1-1 over.
Killers. Copy working.
1-3 is 1-1 over.
Send it 1-1.
Advise you're getting super spread out from the rest of the platoon to the southeast. I recommend you pull back a little bit on.
Yeah, we're gonna start pushing northwest.
Alpha, push all the way to the road to your north there.
Alright, so I say again, Havoc 1, we're gonna get in a defensive posture at the edge of this fucking tree line facing north-northwest.
One copies.
We're shifting on your right.
Alright, we're getting in a defensive posture.
1-3, this is 1-2.
Facing north-northwest, so
Send it,
Alpha,
1-2.
hold your posture.
We're gonna try to get in the middle of you guys, so if you guys push more straight north and follow that eastern edge of the tree line, we can fit in right
Actually, Alpha,
between
keep
you
pushing.
into the
First row,
MSR.
keep pushing.
Crossing.
Roger, yeah, we're cutting direct north at this time.
Taking Mike, 1-2 out.
So Alpha, you're taking us to the far tree line, to our
You mean the tree line
northwest.
referencing Hilltop 20 and 19er?
Alpha copy.
1-4, this is 1-7, be advised. We're setting up in the tree line on the east side of the MSR.
Copy, I think I know what you're talking about. Moving.
What's on that?
Alright, so Alpha, you're gonna be coming up on a dirt road, where the tree line is, so just hold there.
Alpha copy, striking.
1, this is 1-4, careful not to cross our danger crossing.
1-4, 1-7, solid copy on your last tank of Mike, over.
No problem.
Guys set, watching northwest.
Alright, feel free to dig in, if you need to.
1-1, this is 1-2.
Go for 1-1.
It's 1-2, can you guys shift a little bit to your southwest? We'll get set up basically where you're at now.
1-1 copies. Alright, 1-1, move southwest along this tree line. We're gonna set up at the edge of the tree line at the corner. 1-2 is gonna take up our current pause here.
Copy that.
Raw copy, moving southwest.
Roger. This is 1-1. We're set up at the tree line facing north-northwest over.
Roger.
Thermals are clear to the far tree line as well as those buildings to our 315.
One three, we'll move to the northeast. You guys can set up where you're going now, to the west.
Yeah, okay. Roger that.
You guys kind of zigzagged on me. I couldn't tell which way you wanted to go.
Are we in front of you? Oh shit. Sorry guys.
No,
I was trying to build a trench. It's okay, 1-1.
No, you're good. It's just there's not a lot of space for us to get online, so we're kind of hanging back.
Yeah.
Alright, we are index. Go ahead and rally up in the field to our
NX,
northwest.
index. We are rallying on the field northwest. Condition for your weapons. 1 copies.
1-3, copy all.
Good job, guys. This was pretty fucking smooth from our end, at least. So fucking, yeah, pretty happy with that.
Right, a little bridge on with that ND.
Yeah, with the exception of the ND. Whoever.
The ND was my bad. I was trying to put mags in fucking AJ's pack, and then he moved, and then yeah.
Alright, you're fired.
Roger, I'm fired. I'm gonna go cry. He wouldn't listen
Shot
to
me in
me.
my ass, man.
I was yelling at him to stop, and he would never stop. He never wanted his mags. But the thing is, I had to give it to him, or I was gonna get in trouble for having too many mags.
Shut up, I didn't hear you on comms, man.
1-2 all here.
I was yelling at you.
Alright, let's lock it up for the debrief and let me know when you're all here.
Ferguson is.
Grov's all here.
Mike's here.
1-1 is all here.
Alright, guys, so that was a lot better since our last pause X. I think you guys cleaned it up quite a bit. there were still a couple situations that I think we need to talk about just a little bit. I think overall, you guys are doing a better job of sticking with your sister fire teams, but there were still a couple times where you got a bit separated. So, again, keep that communication up, keep the coordination up. We're going to have to probably touch on this again until we can nail it down, but it was very much improved. The comms were a lot better. At the beginning, I had to kind of redirect you guys more and get you back more on with what I had planned. But then later on, you guys were executing what I wanted anyway, pretty flawlessly. So that was good. I didn't have to give you guys much input towards the latter half. So I appreciate that effort you guys did. The other thing I just wanted to mention real quick was that there was basically a moment where we broke immersion there about halfway through. Several people were involved in that, so just, you know, don't get caught up in that. Don't let it slip by you like it did myself, Sergeant Barton, and every other person that was around when that happened. You know, make sure we lock that shit up when it happens and don't respond to it or anything like that. But and don't let it happen in the first place. But beyond that, I think you guys did really well. Anybody have any comments? Or Sergeant Barton first, did you have any?
Thank you, Sergeant Munson. Just a couple of things. The danger crossings were fantastic, and that's something that I think that we underutilize as a platoon, and I'd like to see more of that moving forward. And then the only other thing that stood out, and it's not that necessarily a huge deal, but we do need to be cognizant of whether we're reporting enemy as an infantry being spotted or a contact that is actively engaging friendly units. So just try to remember to make that distinction as you're doing your call outs. Aside from that, I thought the platoon did much better on the second half of that. Thank you, Sergeant. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Sergeant Barton. Captain, did you have anything?
The worst part of breaking immersion is not the immersion breaking, it's all the NCOs standing around the person who's breaking immersion and not correcting it. As far as I'm concerned, that's a way bigger infraction than breaking immersion, is not having it corrected all the way up to the top of the platoon. That's unacceptable. And I'm really fucking sick of it. Like, I know we threaten to throw out NJPs all the time, but it's gonna start happening, guys. You should not be talking about the fucking unit forums in the middle of an FTX. Like, even when we're doing FTX cycles, we're still role-playing as soldiers out in the fucking field, running around.
That's completely on me, Captain.
And me as well, sir.
That's all I had.
All right, thank you, sir. Exo, do you have anything?
I don't know what you covered at the beginning, so rather than duplicating setting shit up, I'll just talk to you afterwards, Munson.
All right, roger that, LT. All right, 1-1.
Thank you, Sergeant. The only thing I really had was this last engagement around Hill 3-5 here, if you reference your map. We had 3 squads on this side of the road, all trying to move up, and there really wasn't enough room on that side to maneuver. We were kind of on each other's dicks like the whole way. And then Platoon HQ ended up taking hits around this area here, and then 1-4 was the only squad on there.
Where are you talking about?
I'm trying to point on the map, Captain. Are you guys not seeing it?
I see it.
Yeah,
No,
so this sort of area here, and
I don't see it.
so
Are you on global? Do you
it would
have
have
to be
been
close to someone?
Oh, stand by.
I'm outside.
Are you seeing it now?
Yeah,
Give us a grid.
It's on the side channel.
Okay, grid 059 or 054. That area, yeah, where Sergeant Shaw is pointing. So I'm just saying, would have been probably better if there had been a second squad on that side of the road as well, for, you know, to have more room to maneuver and not be on each other's like dicks all the time there. And that's really the only comment I had. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, sir. A little bit. Yeah, we did get kind of caught out there without support a little bit. Thankfully, we had guys fairly close enough to move back and back us up. But yeah, it was a good point. We shouldn't have got involved in that in the first place. 1-2.
Thank you, Sergeant. I have two things almost kind of similar to that. Among basically positioning is the biggest thing that I noticed. So as far as the squads themselves go, you guys got to be mindful and take a look at your androids. If you guys take a short halt or anything like that, and look where the other squads are. There were a lot of times where I had to keep getting up and being like, all right, scooch over fucking like 50 meters because I'm coming up right behind you, or we need to move in a different direction to fill in a gap or things like that. And there was no room left for the other squads. So just be mindful that you're not the only squad out there, and leave room for your other squads to actually move up and set a position with you guys and hold security. And then kind of something similar with the teams inside of the squads. Make sure that they're staying pretty close to you guys as well. I mean, obviously, they don't have to be right on top of your ass, but there were a couple of times where my guys were like, hey, we're intermixed with a squad here, and I'd pull up my Android and there would be no one anywhere near them. So I don't know if that was just a fire team that was way off from their squad leader, and that's why, because I can only see the squad leader, or what have you. But if you stay a little bit more tight knit, we can basically tell where those squads are a little bit more accurately, and not have guys running in between each other. That's all I have, Sergeant. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sergeant Steele. Yeah, those are some great points. On that note as well, obviously we're having a few people struggling to adjust to the change in the daggers and Android. So I understand it's more difficult if you're not used to it otherwise. But we made this change for a reason, right? We're having issues with situational awareness, and we're starting to see that. So we need to adjust and get better, and just evolve with the situation we're given. So if you need to take a quick pause and open up the full dagger or Android, do it. If you need to slow down, that's fine, but just make sure you're communicating it, because what was happening is guys were getting all fumblefucked over where everybody was, and they couldn't figure that out. And they were stopping to check constantly, which is fine, but they need to communicate that they need people to slow down so they can, adjust their tempo accordingly. So just do that. Make sure you're communicating what we're doing, and it'll be fine. But 1-3.
Thank you, Sergeant. I just want to say there's a big cause of everyone kind of getting clusterfucked in and around 060053. I just had a lot of trepidation pushing off to the northwest there when contact was established, but that's shouldn't be an excuse to actually put a 1-4 and platoon in a shitty position. That was my fault for kind of just shoving my way in between 1-1 and 1-2, and then limiting the space within which we can work. So it was my fault on that. Other than that, I think everything went great from squad level all the way up and down. Thank you, Sergeant.
All right, thank you, Sergeant Tabor. 1-4.
Thank you, Sergeant. Nothing from 1-4 for the platoon level.
Okay. Any other General Caesar Qs? Okay. We have Task Force Bravo tonight, so please help them out. They had their guys here tonight helping us out in mass, so thanks for that, guys. And hopefully we'll have our guys back you guys up if you need it tonight. So other than that, you guys are dismissed. Thank you.